They scored late in the ball game. Some of the regulars were out there, but mixed in with a lot of guys getting some playing time that they haven't seen a lot of. But still, no matter what, Pete Kwiatkowski doesn't want to see his
environment, one of the best, if not the best in college football. This is what you like when you come to an SEC school like Florida, come in these type of environments and try to disappoint the folks wearing purple and gold.
It won't be easy, but the Gators have to get this taste out of their mouths, to use their words. After what happened last weekend, number one storyline for the Gators to do so would be what, Shane Matthews?
Well, I got a couple of things, Sean. One is handle this crowd noise, keep your composure, and then from a defensive standpoint, we got to pressure Garrett Nussmeier. He's a tremendous quarterback. If you give him time, it could be a long night.
It could be. Meanwhile, LSU has struggled offensively a little bit. Although they do have Garrett Nussmeier at quarterback, they're leaning on a very improved defense here through 2 games.
Yeah, defensively, it's going to be a challenge for us. Obviously, we've not played well in the O-line in these first 2 games. It's going to be a challenge tonight. We have to get 13 Jaden Ball involved early and often.
All right, with that, we'll welcome in the third member of our broadcast team on the opposite sideline of us here at Tiger Stadium tonight, the tight end, Tate Casey. Tate, let's start with the fact that it's warm. It's 87 degrees, lower humidity than normal here in Baton Rouge, but it looks like the sun won't be a factor here early on.
I got a little shade on both sidelines right now, a little breeze midfield. It feels pretty good. It's a great night, guys. No clouds. Perfect night for Saturday night SEC football.
All right, let's get right in your wheelhouse here. The trenches, Tate Casey. There are a couple of changes for the Gators. We'll start offensively. Looks like Caden Jones is going to make the start at right tackle. Bryce Lovett will play, but Jones gets his first start of the season in his home state.
Yeah, and I think that's great. You know, I think one thing you look at, if you looked at Florida the first 2 weeks of the season, that right half of the line has been a little bit of the issue. You just change it up a little bit, see how it goes the first few drives. If it fits, and you got something winning.
All right, there's good news and bad news defensively, Tate. First of all, Mekhi Barrow injured during practice this week. He will not play tonight for Florida, but Caleb Banks returns from injury. He'll see his first action of the season here this evening.
Yeah, and I think that excites a lot of Gator fans. When you look at this defensive line and the trend, like what they can do up front to impact this game, I think it starts with the defensive front 7, but more importantly, the defensive line. Having Caleb Banks injected in that right there at that 3 tech is going to be a huge deal for this Florida defense to get off to a hot start.
Have a great night, Tate. Enjoy the ball game tonight here inside Tiger Stadium. The Gators won the toss, Shane Matthews. They've deferred. That is their normal protocol. Billy Napier said this week he felt like his team needed to have a fast start. He'll have to do so defensively here at the onset.
Well, you know, sometimes on the road, put your defense out there first, let them set the tone. That means you get the ball to start the second half. We need a 3 and out to kick this thing off.
As I mentioned, 87 degrees, and there is a shade now, sideline to sideline. The only sunshine is the north grandstands opposite us. We're on the south end of the field and behind the LSU bench. The Tigers will take the field, set to kick off play. They'll move right to left. LSU in the white jersey, purple letters and numbers with the gold and purple stripe over each shoulder. Gold pants, gold helmet. The Gators tonight go orange, blue, white. Orange helmet with the iconic Gators script. The blue jersey with the white letters and numbers, and the white pants here for the visiting Florida Gators. As I mentioned, this is the 73rd meeting all time. The winner tonight takes control of the series. That's right, it's tied. 34 wins on each side. There have been 3 ties in this series that started back in 1937. The Gators, as I mentioned, have not won here since 16. They have not won here at night since 09. That was also the last time the Gators won consecutive meetings. After the Gators win last year, they'll look to repeat the feat that the 08 and 09 teams did for the Gators. Barryon Brown, Xavion Thomas, deep to receive for LSU. Trey Smack has it on the tee. We're all set to go. Thanks for being a part of our Saturday night here in Baton Rouge. Smack's on the approach, and from the 35, we're underway. And Thomas will backpedal and field it 4 yards deep and bring it out. Outside the far hash, met at the 15, hit again and down at the 21-yard line. 2 very dangerous return men for LSU. The Gators cover him up, and that'll bring Garrett Nussmeier, Shane Matthews, onto the field, the 5th-year senior from Lake Charles.
Yeah, he's a polished quarterback, can really throw the football. The key to him is try to get him off his spot and harass him. If you don't do that, he can slice and dice you.
Caden Durham will start at running back. They'll send 3 wide to the left, to the boundary, a single receiver. In the pistol, Nussmeier shifts Durham to his left hip. 1st and 10 at the 21. takes the snap, hands it off. Durham running, off right tackle, is good for 5 yards to the 26-yard line and brought down by one of the captains tonight, Tyreek Sapp.
LSU lined up in a 3-by-1, just ran zone play to the right, got tremendous push by their offensive line on the first play of the ball game.
Braylon Moore starting at center, Josh Thompson at right guard, Weston Davis at right tackle, Mubinga at left guard, and Tyree Adams starting at left tackle. Second down, just shy of 5 from the right hash. Empty set, shotgun snap to Nussmeier. Pocket closing, rolls right, lobs a pass, it's knocked down, tipped away by Miles Graham, who was, I guess, not spying on Nussmeier, or maybe he was, because he gave him room, anticipating the ball coming his way.
Well, what happened is, Sean, we played coverage. We only rushed 3. They were in an empty set. Nussmeier had plenty of time, but was flushed to his right. And it was just a great play by Miles Graham coming up and tipping the ball because they had a guy open on our sideline.
3rd and 4, 5 wide for the Tigers. 3rd and 4 from the LSU 26. Off the right hash, Nussmeier to throw. Right side, incomplete. Blown up by Devin Moore. The intended receiver was the running back, Caden Durham. And it's going to be 3 and out here for LSU. And Chadwick will come on to punt for the Tigers here from his own 26-yard line.
Really good start by
number 47.
Really good start by the Gator defense. Nussmeier tried to hit a little slot 5-yard out route right at the sticks. Gators were all over that.
Vernell Brown the third, deepest man back for the Gators. Will set his heels on his own 33-yard line. Grass surface here at Tiger Stadium. Snap back to Chadwick, and the kick is away. Good kick, spiraling, backpedaling Brown to the 19. Fields it, breaks the tackle. Got loose at the 30. Cuts back inside the hash marks, and brought down to the 39-yard line. Boy, he is now so close to breaking one. It's a very good return by Vernell Brown the third. It is a 19-yard return after the 55-yard punt.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal return. He had to kind of backpedal to receive that, and the guy was right in his face and at his feet. Made a bunch of people miss. Great return by Vernell.
DJ Lagway, my partner at quarterback. This will be his 10th career start.
Yeah, we need a big night from number 2, and hopefully we can get it started right here on the first drive.
Aiden Jones is starting at right tackle, the New Orleans native that went to De La Salle High School. 2 left, 2 right for Lagway in the shotgun, and here comes that crowd. A sold-out building from the 39 of the Gators. Snap back to Lagway. Fires complete over the middle of Vernell Brown on a quick slant. Tackled at the 47-yard line by Tamarcus Cooley.
Good read by Vernell. They were playing just a soft too high, but way off the slot receiver in Vernell Brown the third. Just a nice little slant, good catchable ball. Sets us up for a 2nd and 2.
Brown and Wilson on the same side of the field, on the field together, left side of the formation. Hanson motions right to left. Hand off, Jaden Boss first touch. We'll get along the right hash marks, probably good for a first down. And it is. First down Gators brought to you by Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers. Patrick Payton on the tackle out of Miami.
Gators going with some tempo here in the first drive.
Lagway in the shotgun, the ball staying in on his left hip. Wilson and Brown to his left, Sturdivant and Hanson to his right. Ball flips around to the right hip. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield. Off the right hash, flip it out left side. Brown on a screen, got a block from Wilson. He's forward into LSU territory for a gain of close to 7 yards. Spotted just shy of the LSU 44-yard line. Cooley and Weeks on the stop.
I believe that was an RPO, and the Tigers brought pressure. DJ just slung out the wide receiver screen. Good job by Vernell making people miss once again.
2nd down, and we'll call it 4. Line to gain between the 40 and the 41. Wilson and Brown now to the field side. Whistles. No flag here.
Previous play is under further review for potential targeting.
Oh my. Well, if there was ever a rivalry that's had crazy moments, this fits the bill.
What if they were looking, they were showing number 7 there. No,
it's number 40.
It's Weeks.
Whit Weeks, who is their best linebacker. His brother West plays.
That's targeting.
Yes. Perkins is number 7 that Shane was referring to. He is now the star back. He's played 3 different positions, and after missing last year due to injury, Perkins is back, and that is a problem. That is targeting. Well, all official reviews tonight are brought to you by the longest-running sponsor of the Gators, your Florida Dairy Farmers. It takes hard work for Florida's dairy farmers to produce more than 300 million gallons of milk each year. We'll take a break while they review the play. No score. Gators driving on their first possession. This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fans section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Gators football from Learfield.
And in the swamp, it gets loud, it gets crazy, it gets epic. That's why you always have to bring your A game, just like the Florida Gators. At Good Greek, we're no different. Our team trains at our Superhero Movers Academy to ensure a stress-free move on time and on budget. And as the official mover of the Florida Gators, they know Good Greek will never drop the ball. Good Greek Moving and Storage, the official mover of your Florida Gators.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
International Diamond Center is proud to be the first and only official jeweler of the Florida Gators. This is Florida's premier jeweler. IDC's selection is second to none with direct importer prices on exquisite diamonds, world-renowned designer engagement rings, one-of-a-kind fashion jewelry, and elegant Swiss timepieces. Gators fans deserve the best, and IDC delivers with world-class service and the strongest warranties in the industry. International Diamond Center, where Gator Nation shops for jewelry.
After review, targeting is confirmed. The penalty is on Whit Weeks, their best linebacker, the junior out of Watkinsville, Georgia, ejected here in the first quarter. And now with the penalty, 1st and 10 Florida at the LSU 30. We're early in this one, 12:33 to go. What a moment here for Florida, who now has 1st and 10 of the LSU 29-yard line. And Shane's thoughts on that in a moment. Lagway in the shotgun off the left hash. 2x2 set, handed off to Bogg. Squirts through the left side to the 27. Couple yards there. How big is this call against Whit Weeks?
Yeah, it's huge. It was definitely targeting, and like you said, Sean, he's a guy that's been around this program a long time, a starter for a long time, and the leader of their defense, and he's out here in the first possession for the Gators.
2nd and 7. It's one of the unique venues in college football that has numbers every 5 yards on this grass field. Lagway in the shotgun from just shy of the LSU 27. Takes the snap. He's going to throw. Down the left side and overshot the intended receiver, J. Michael Sturdivant. Wasn't really even close. Sticky coverage by Mansour Dulane. It'll bring up 3rd down, a big one here for the Gators.
Yeah, it looked like DJ made up his mind he was going to throw that ball no matter what. They brought pressure from the wide side of the field with Harold Perkins, so a lot of times you want to throw into pressure. And we had a one-on-one situation down here to the wide side. Let's see what the Gators can do on 3rd down.
3rd down, a problem last week. 2 to each side for Lagway. Now motions ball out of the backfield. Now returning him to his left hip. From the 27. Ball motions right. Blitz coming. Lagway scrambling. Throws it to the left side and out of bounds. Hansen was in the neighborhood, but it sailed over his head. Lagway was under duress. And the Gators here, just shy of the red zone, have trouble finishing their opening drive just like a week ago. And Trey Smack will come on looking for the first points of the game on either side.
Yeah, they brought pressure again. They only bring 5, but they bring different guys and drop the other guys into coverage. And DJ was a little confused, but a guy came free to hit him as he threw the football.
Mansour Dulane put the lick on him. Now Smack left hash for a 46-yard attempt with Doman holding. Snap back from Underwood. Good hold. The kick is away. Plenty of leg here, and it is good. And the Gators are on the board first, scoring on their first offensive possession at 11:34 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break. I'll get you the scoring drive details when we come back. Florida 3, third-ranked LSU nothing. This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
If an insurance company is there to sell you insurance, shouldn't it also be there to service it with real people? At Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help. We're focused on your specific needs. That's why we have local agents working for you in every county across the state, offering competitive rates and fast, friendly service. It's more than insurance. It's the kind of treatment you deserve. Find a local agent at ffbic.com to set up your free no-obligation insurance review. Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best. Proud to support Gators Athletics.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Gator pride. When I'm carrying the Gators Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra orange and blue gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Go Gators from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Gators to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
This is Florida football from Learfield.
To aim higher, run faster. It's what elite athletes do. Always strive for better. At UF Health, we have that same DNA. To not just treat a stroke, but to create a fleet of mobile stroke treatment units. To not just do research, but to use AI to save lives with one of the most powerful supercomputers in academia. We believe, like athletes, that human progress has no finish line. UF Health, National Medical Center for Team USA.
To all of our Gator fans listening in, stay in the game and play by the rules. Texting and driving is against the law. One text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving around the length of a football field with your eyes closed. To win while driving, you must focus. Put it down and focus on driving to arrive alive. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles.
Sean Kelly back at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. Officially, the Trey Smack field goal is a 45-yard field goal brought to you by the good hands at Allstate, who will contribute to the Gators Athletic Scholarship Funds for student athletes across all sports. Thank you, Allstate. Florida scoring drive brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. 7 plays, 34 yards, 2 minutes and 27 seconds. There was a targeting penalty that helped the drive along. And the Gators lead at Shane Matthews 3-0 with 11:34 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, we got points. Obviously, we needed a touchdown there to really get the momentum in our favor, but it was a great stop by our defense. Let's see if they can force another 3-and-out here on the second possession.
Gators have held their opponents scoreless defensively on the opening possession now in 11 straight games. Smack will kick here with Thomas, deepest back for LSU, and Brown at the 10. Two very good, dangerous kick returners. Smack left it at the 4 last kickoff. This one is deeper and unreturnable out of the back of the end zone. Touchback here to start the drive for Garrett Nussmeier. 3-and-out, as Shane mentioned, on the opening drive by LSU. Garrett Nussmeier is now at least 200 yards passing in each of his 16 career starts. It's the third longest active streak in FBS behind Tennessee's Joey Aguilar, 26 straight coming into today. TCU's Josh Hoover, I think, is 30 years old now, 18 straight for him. So at the 25, LSU wants it at the left hash. They're moving right to left. White jersey, gold pants, and whistles here from the officiating crew before the snap of the first play from scrimmage on this drive.
The play clock's not working. The play clock is not running. Please reset the play clock to 25. We will start it on my whistle.
Jeff Heiser is our referee today. Caden Durham back in again at running back for the third-ranked Tigers. Graham and Childs at the linebacker positions for the Gators. Motion right to left. That's Aaron Anderson. They'll flip it out to him on the near sideline. Got a block after making the catch. A couple more up the near sideline before Gums and Thornton get him out of bounds. More in the neighborhood, 2 best play from scrimmage thus far for LSU.
Yeah, it's
about 8.
The RPO, and they just threw the wide receiver screen to the short field. For a right-handed quarterback, that's like turning a double play, right? You know, that ball gets out of your hands a lot quicker throwing it to your left.
Officially a 7-yard game, 2nd and 3 from the 32. Into the shotgun, Nussmeier hands it off. Durham running to his right. Got bottled up after a gain of 2. Sharif Denson, lead tackler for the Gators. It'll bring up 3rd and 1 for LSU.
Yeah, Gators, they ran inside zone to the right. Gators did a good job kind of stringing it out. Sets up a 3rd and short for the Tigers.
Here comes Banks off the far sideline. Jaden Woods, too. Caleb Banks, projected to be a 1st or 2nd rounder. He had a big game against LSU a year ago. Out of the pistol, Nussmeier on 3rd and 1. Takes the snap, handoff. Durham cut right, stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Gums and Devin Moore combine on the tackle for Florida. It forces LSU to make a decision here, 4th and 1 at their own 34-yard line. What a play by the edge of the Gators defense, and here comes the punt team for the Tigers.
Yeah, we just ran a run blitz, and Miles Graham shot through there, forcing the back to bounce it outside, and Gums cleared it up. You're talking about whiffing over the offensive line. That was a blown assignment.
They have had trouble running the football, even in their 2-0 start. High snap, leaping catch, and Chadwick gets it away. Brown waving for a fair catch at the 21-yard line. Will field it between the hashes. 43-yard kick for Grant Chadwick. And the Gators will take over 1st and 10 of their own 21, leading 3-0, and now 9:42 to go in the first. And Shane, that is back-to-back 3 and outs here for the Gators defense.
Yes, I mean, it's a great start defensively. Now the offense has to do their part, right? We got not great field position, but put a little drive together here, and let's try to get an explosive play.
Let's get a Vinestar sideline report with Tate Casey. Tate?
I'll tell you what, there's no better feeling when your defense comes and shows up the first 2 drives on a road game. Offense got a big task right here, but they've got to find protection on the left side of the offensive line right now. Sort out this blitz or the bluff. Find ways to give DJ Lagway time to throw the football down the field.
Vinestar Credit Union, do good, bang better. Lagway at the controls, ball on his left hip. In motion comes Wilson, left to right. Clear of the formation now. Tight end and a single to the left, 2 to the right. Lagway to throw. Pocket closing, throws it right side. Flag down. Trey Wilson was interfered with at the 32-yard line. Cooley picks up the penalty here on the Tigers. Multiple flags.
Pass interference. Defense, number 0. Ball be placed in the spot on the foul. Automatic. 1st down.
Cooley is one of 6 starters new to the Tigers from the transfer portal. Big penalty moves it out to the 32, 1st and 10 Florida.
Gators ran a fork combination. Outside guy, Sturdivant ran a deep post. Trey was in the slot running a corner route. And it was pass interference. The guy just basically grabbed him right when he tried to put his foot in the ground and go to the corner.
Well, now they're moving the ball back to the 29. They'll have to reset the chains. So the new line of scrimmage, the Florida 29, leading 3-0. Slaughter, the center, ready to go. 5 wide here, and now ball comes back toward Lagway in the shotgun.
Yeah, we're trying to see if it was man covers there, Sean, with that motion.
Okay. Shotgun snap back to Lagway, climbs the pocket, tucks it, and runs to his right toward the numbers, and he knocked the defender's helmet off as he crossed the 35. They'll put it down to the 36-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain on the run by DJ Lagway.
Probably DJ's best run of the year right there. He tried to climb up in the pocket. It collapsed. Did a nice job avoiding a few guys and getting forward for a nice gain on 1st down.
Line to gains the 39. So 2nd and 3 here. Trips left, including 2 left, 2 right, including a tight end. Wilson motions left to right, fake the jet to him, handed off the ball. 1st down up the middle with the run to the 40-yard line. Got the line to gain, +1. 1st and 10 Gators at the 40. Harold Perkins Jr. with his first tackle of the game.
Yeah, good movement by the guys up front. We faked the jet to Trey Wilson, ran inside zone to the left. Jaden found a crease and hit it for the 1st down.
8:40 to go in the quarter, 3-0 Florida. 1st and 10 Gators at their own 40-yard line. Off the right hash, Lagway making a change in the line of scrimmage. Ball in at tail and off his left hip. Two to each side, including the tight end Hansen, split wide right. Blitz coming off the edge. Screen pass, read perfectly, caught by Ball left side. Scampers outside the numbers, midfield, 45, out of bounds, into the Gators bench on the plus side of the field. Jaden Ball, with his first reception of the year, is out of bounds to the LSU 43-yard line.
So the beauty about that formation, Hayden Hansen was lined up as the outside receiver. 42 and linebacker was on top of him. We knew he had man coverage. Billy checked it to a screen, blocked very well. Big play Gator offense.
First and 10 at the LSU 30 or 43-yard line. Off the left hash. Brown and Wilson in the stack to the boundary. Sturdivant on the right hash marks to Lagway's right. He's going to flip ball around to his left hip. Hansen tight end right, and a timeout call by Florida. Deep in the play
First
clock.
charge timeout. Florida.
We'll take a break. The fourth play of the drive is coming up. The Gators on their second offensive touch call a timeout to avoid a delay of game penalty. 7:44 to go in the first. From Baton Rouge, it's Florida 3, third-ranked LSU, nothing on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
At ViStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring University of Florida fans better banking. Open a ViStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. All for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of ViStar's local branches or visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Go Gators!
Are you ready, Gator Nation? It's game day, and there's only one way to cheer on the Florida Gators. With an ice-cold, shock-top Belgian white. Whether you're chomping at the swamp, grilling at the tailgate, or rallying your crew, Shock Top's easy drinking citrusy flavor brings the party to every play. Now available in exclusive Florida Gator cans. And bring the tailgate home with the Tailgater Variety 12-pack. Available at your favorite local store. Shock Jump. Shock your world. Please enjoy responsibly. Must be 21 plus. Shock Top Brewing Company. Learn more at shocktop.com.
This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
When the unexpected happens, you need a legal team that's ready to fight for you, just like the Florida Gators. At Meldon Law, we're proud to partner with the Florida Gators to deliver winning results for those who have been injured at no fault of their own. With a strong record of success and a team that won't back down, Meldon Law is your trusted partner in tough times. Call Meldon Law at 352-373-8000 or visit us at meldonlaw.com.
He's got room. He's going to score. No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it. Let's go.
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone.
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Hydrate like a Gator. Today's healthy tip of the game is brought to you by Florida Blue. Ditch one sugary drink a day. Grab a cold glass of water instead. Your body will be doing the chomp in no time. With Tay Casey and Shea Matthews, Sean Kelly back at Death Valley. Gators lead at 3-0 with 7:44 to go in the first quarter. So far, total yards, LSU 15, Florida 47. Early thoughts here, Shea Matthews, about the Gators offense, who has it first and 10.
Yeah, so far, Coach Napier and the offensive staff have really called a good game. We're doing a lot of check with me's, it looks like. And we have kind of what LSU's doing. We know when they've been playing a little bit of man, and we're hitting them with some good man beaters.
All right, first and 10 at the LSU 43-yard line. Lagway's by himself in the backfield. There is motion toward him. We'll see if Boss sticks close, and he does. Off the right hip, trips into triangle to the right. It's not overtly loud, but it's loud enough that the Gators have to be careful with their communication up front. Out of the pistol, handed off the Ball. Room on the left side. Got around the edge, flag down. Probably a hold here against the Gators. Ball wrestles his way for a nice carry inside the 35, but this might be coming back and would be a penalty here against Florida, their first of the night. We'll see. Here once again, Jeff Easer.
Holding. Offense, number 89. 10-yard penalty. First down.
A rare Aiden Hansen penalty here.
What I've liked so far also, Sean, we have not substituted anyone on offense so far.
Yes.
Not one wide receiver.
Not one lineman.
The same tight end. Yep. The same running back.
First penalty against Florida. Backs them into Florida territory. And after the penalty, it's 1st and 20 at the Gators 47, leading 3-0. Wilson left to right in motion. Joining Vernell Brown to the field side. Lagway as usual in the shotgun. Lagway has got the earmuffs on the inside of the helmet. So you can hear the communication from the bench. Now Hansen motions out. Blitz coming. Dump it off the ball with blockers. The right side. Works around one. Cross midfield to the 44. Down there on the right side just in front of the LSU bench. Baugh has now a couple of catches, had 0 in the first 2 games.
We lined up in a 2-by-2 and then motion and got set in a 3-by-1. They changed the play. Another blitz came. We hit them with the screen.
Gain of 8 to the 45 officially. 2nd and 12. 2-by-2 set. Lagway in the pistol with ball. Brown in motion is Brown. On the jet sweep coming to the right, they kept the edge and escorted him out of bounds. I think he'll get 2 yards here. West Weeks, the brother of the ejected Whit Weeks, pushed him out of bounds.
Now this is a situation where it's 3rd and 10, but you can check it down and possibly get a field goal attempt out of it.
Right? And this crowd is at full throat now. Hansen and Sturdivant to the right. Wilson in the slot left with Brown wide left. Ball in the backfield. They call Brown in motion. Lagway takes the snap. Good pocket down the right side. Throws. Intercepted at the 27-yard line. LSU picks him off. Deshaun Spears intercepts the football in a modest return. And the first takeaway of the game belongs to LSU.
Going on the field is an interception. First down, LSU.
Yeah, he tried to force that down the field. Hayden Hansen's wide open in the flat. As I said, just throw it to him. If he gets the first down, which I think he may have, that'd be great. If not, we're kicking a field goal. We can't force those type of throws in this environment.
Second interception of the year for Lagway. Second in as many weeks. Here's the replay from my partner Shane Matthews. There was 3 LSU defenders around Vernell Brown.
Yeah,
or Sturdivant, beg your pardon. Yeah, picked the wrong guy. So Nussmeier and the Tigers down 3-0. Having 1st and 10 of their own 38. Off the left hash. On the pistol, Nussmeier fakes the handoff. Blitz coming off the edge, throws right side, incomplete. The intended receiver was Aaron Anderson with Gates in coverage out near the right side numbers.
Yeah, it looked like the receiver just throttled down for some reason. Didn't run the corner route where Nussmeier threw the football. We came with a corner blitz. I think it was Dijon Johnson. He almost got there. It was a tremendous job by their running back scanning and picking that up.
Yeah, Durham with a little chip there on Johnson coming off the blind side of Nussmeier. 2nd and 10. 2 to the right, single left. Off the left hash, they shift into the pistol. Turn handed off to Durham. Started left, cuts back right. Crushed as he got to the line of scrimmage. He actually ricochets forward for maybe a yard. So I'm ready to call a chain here. 3rd and 9 for the Tigers, who are 0 for 2 on 3rd down in the quarter.
Yeah, that was a good job by McLeod getting in the backfield. Big number 91 for the Gators. He just split 2 offensive linemen and made a play.
5:23 to go in the first quarter. Still 3-0. 3rd and 9. McLeod getting some run tonight. Again, Burrow out.
Gators are showing blitz, but I think they're going to back out.
Double protection. Nussmeier in the shotgun. Good pocket. Ball thrown. It's knocked down to the line of scrimmage. Cameron James, I think, got the hand on it for Florida. It sure was. Number 24 swats down the ball. That's the second batted pass by the Gators defense. One by Graham, one now by James. And after the interception, LSU has to punt now for a 3rd time.
Yeah, defense is playing outstanding.
They now number 84.
It looked like they confused Garrett Nussmeier. You know, we had a lot of guys at the line of scrimmage, and at the snap, we only rushed 4, dropped everybody into a 2 high shell and the tip ball.
Chadwick sends it down the near hash marks. Burnell Brown the third, hesitant, backs up, fields at the 5, runs to his right, and brought down at the 6-yard line. 54-yard punt. We said special teams would be key. This is a major flip of the field here for LSU's punt unit.
Yeah, Burnell probably should have let that one bounce because it probably would have bounced into the end zone.
I agree. It's the first time I think he's made a bad choice as a freshman here, punt returner. And a pretty darn good play on special teams there by P.J. Woodland. So the Gators are backed up, leading 3-0 with 4:56 to go in the quarter. First and 10, Florida at their own 6, moving left to right.
Yeah, Gators are starting in 12 personnel on this series on their own 5-yard line.
Livingston in at the left tight end, Hanson right. Pair of receivers to the right, Lagway the shotgun at the 1. Ball, the running back will stay in, take a handoff, and break a tackle to shove forward for a little bit of room. It looked like a better than 2-yard run, but that's what it is officially. Out to the 8, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that was all Jaden Ball's leg drive there, picking up some yardage. We didn't really block much. Obviously, LSU had their ears pinned back with us backed up on this possession.
5 carries, 10 yards now for Ball, but he has 2 big catches. Adam Mizell is coming at wide receiver. He's left. Sturdivant right. 12 personnel again. Lagway, quick throw out to the right flat. Caught by Livingston at the 10. Wrestled down at the 12. Bring up 3rd down. Cooley on the tackle in open space for the LSU Tigers.
We ran a quick 3-step drop timing play there. A slant with a flat. Threw it in the flat. They made a play. Boy, on that last, we need to come back to that last play and just let Sturdivant. It's one-on-one with so much green grass. Just throw him a deep ball.
Bryce Lovett is coming at right tackle. Ball motions on the backfield. Extra receiver with Livingston going to the bench. Out of the shotgun here, 3rd and about 4. Lagway looks right, now left, scrambles left, throws down the left side, wide open at the 47-yard line. Ball's down the left side. Put the hammer down all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
I think we got a holding call.
There's a flag down at the 4.
Holding, offense, number 77. Always have this the goal.
So here's what happened. We were in a 3-by-1 formation. Had single coverage with Sturdivant running a slant. It wasn't open. It's a West Coast NFL play with spacing. And Jaden Ball has a clear out, and LSU just busted the coverage. I mean, there wasn't anyone within 40 yards of him. That's unfortunate.
But a holding call on Najee Harris. And the Gators, by penalty, backed up to basically where this series started, near the 6. And with that, it's 3rd and 9. Gators subbing Mizell back in. It's trips right with Brown and Hanson and Mizell. Jacoby Jackson in a running back. Ball is the receiver to the left. Motion Mizell to the left. Snap back. Handed off to Jackson. Nowhere to go. It's going to be 4th down at about the 5.5. West Weeks in there to stuff it for the Tigers. Tommy Doman on to punt. 2 big penalties here now against the Gators. That's a huge one. Well, Doman, who hit a 63-yard punt last week, is basically at the back of the end zone with Xavion Thomas at midfield for LSU. Good snap. Here comes pressure, and Doman just got it away. Hangs one up here. That ball's going to hit and kick sideways at the 43 and be down by the Gators at their own 44-yard line. Best starting position for LSU tonight. At 2:45 to go in the first. A 39-yard punt has LSU starting 1st and 10 at the Florida 44.
Well, defense has done their job so far, but boy, they are in a terrible position right here with the field position that the Tiger offense has.
Tigers so far have run 9 plays for a total of 16 yards offensively. It's 3-0 Florida on a 45-yard smack field goal on the first offensive drive for the Gators, seemingly a long time ago. Trips left, single right for Nussmeier, a quarterback from his own 44. New running back is the freshman Berry. Fake the handoff to him, swing it out left side, incomplete, and the ball bounces out of bounds. It was intended for Aaron Anderson toward the LSU bench.
Yeah, they tried a wide receiver screen, or maybe it was an RPO, I couldn't tell, but it was a 3-by-1. Gators brought pressure, and Devin Moore was one-on-one with a lot of field to our sideline.
Barry stays in a running back, the number 1 ranked running back out of last year's high school senior class from St. Martin's Episcopal in New Orleans, which is across the street from the New Orleans Saints facility. 2nd and 10 now at the 44. Shotgun snap back to Nussmeier off the left hash. Fires left side, open. A catch for Barryon Brown at the 31, down the left sideline to the 26. Tackled by Aaron Gates, and the transfer from Kentucky, Barryon Brown.
Gators brought a delayed blitz. That was a good, like an 18-yard stop route, and he dropped it over our flat defender for the first down.
From the 26, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, handed off, Berry to the line of scrimmage, and then met after 2 yards by Cameron James. Stood him up and moved him back. It gets to the 24 for 2nd and 8 upcoming.
That was a pretty slow developing run play.
Sure was. Berry, a star. The Louisiana Gatorade Player of the Year, stays in a running back. Motion right to left, 2-by-2 set as a result. Sharp, the tight end, looking to the near side bench. And now he'll shift back to the formation. On the pistol, Nussmeier with 2nd and 8. Turn handed off to Berry. Got a whole left side, and it closes quickly, and there's a flag down. Graham on the tackle. Spot the ball at the 22, but a flag thrown here from behind the offense.
Holding. Offense. Number 61. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That's Braylon Moore. That's the center that was injured with an ankle. First play of the game from scrimmage last week against Louisiana Tech. Transfer from Virginia Tech. Holding here, back it up.
We'll take it. We'll take all the penalties they want to give us.
So far now, that's 5 total penalties in the game, 3 on LSU.
It was definitely a hole.
Holden Banks.
Caleb Banks.
Yeah. 2nd and 18 as a result from now the Florida 34, with the Gators leading 3-0. 1:21 to go in the first quarter. Nussmeier out of the shotgun, wants to throw. Looking down the middle, check down, and he throws it to the tight end. He's wrestled to the left flat and out of bounds. Actually, it's Juwan Johnson. His first touch as a running back is a catch. Jordan Castell keeps him at the 30, and it's 3rd and long here.
Yeah, Gators played coverage again. That was just kind of a little sneak route that turned into a shallow cross. Kind of got the Tigers back in a manageable situation here. Just keep the ball in front of you, force a field goal attempt.
They are in field goal range for Damian Ramos. Motion Johnson next to Nussmeier in the shotgun. Trips right, single left. Officially 3rd and 14, timeout LSU.
First charge, timeout.
5 on the play clock.
LSU.
Gators.
30 seconds in length.
Gators showed all-out blitz again, had Miles Graham and Pup Howard both in the A gap right over the center. I don't know if we were bluffing, Sean, but Coach Roberts may be trying to get a sack to get them out of field goal range. So we'll see what they do coming out of this timeout.
No sacks on either side. Nussmeier, by the way, 3 for 8 passing, 29 yards. Let's get a ViStar Credit Union sideline report. Tate Casey joins us once again.
Oh, fellas, you're looking at talk about the impact of Caleb Banks right there in the middle. He's coming off the football. He's getting into the backfield. This defensive line is coming off the ball. They're creating a little bit of chaos. They've got to find ways, in my opinion, to flush the pocket, though. They've yet to get Nussmeier in an uncomfortable position to force a mistake.
And Tate, Gators going to put 3 edge rushers in here, but one of them basically in the B gap at Tyreek Sapp. Woods to his right, George Gums on the edge left side as they look at the LSU offense across from them. 3rd and 14 out of the LSU timeout. It's empty here and 5 wide. 3 right, 2 left for Nussmeier in the shotgun. There's movement up front. False start. False start against the right tackle.
Offense, number 75, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Tigers continue to shoot themselves in the foot here, and now field goal range a bit in doubt. The new line of scrimmage is at the 35, and it is now 3rd and 19.
Yeah, the Tigers are in the empty formation here. If we bring 6, he's got to throw hot, and we just got to make the tackle.
Same formation, 3 right, 2 left. Off the left hash, Nussmeier on the shotgun. Gators have loaded up the near side. They bring 4. Nussmeier scrambles, takes off. Missed tackle by Woods. Graham cleans it up. Brings him down just inside the 30-yard line. They talked to Nussmeier this week that last year after Nussmeier was sacked 7 times against Florida, they felt like he could run a little bit, and he elects to run here to put it 4th down just inside the 30 and a field goal opportunity for LSU.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good choice by Garrett Nussmeier there because we only rushed 4, dropped 7 into coverage, and there was no way they were going to complete that for the 1st down. So we got a few extra yards for this field goal attempt, but they got a small timeout.
This is the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the quarter. Yep, they wound down the clock. As you were talking, I looked at the clock and said they're not going to get this off. So they're going to kick to the south, to our right when we come back. But the Gators have won the first quarter on the road in Death Valley. Napier wanted a fast start. I'd say winning the first quarter's on the way to that. We're through 1 at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. Florida 3, 3rd-ranked LSU nothing. This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, fellow Floridians, I'm Brenda Marie, pet parent to 7 precious pups, and a huge fan of natural gas. Hush, hush, you guys. When it's bath time, we love our natural gas tankless water heater. We get endless hot water when we need it, use less energy, and save money, too. Oh, yes, we do.
Now, earn up to a $700 cashback rebate for installing a new energy-efficient natural gas water heater. To learn more, go to peoplesgas.com/rebates.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo crisps. Touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
My best friend Riley loved going to the beach. She was a great swimmer. Then one day, during a swim meet, she collapsed. She had cancer, Hodgkin lymphoma. She spent months getting care at UF Health. The doctors did so much, even put her in a clinical trial. I wish we could go to the beach right now, but she's working.
Out of the water.
She's on lifeguard duty. Maybe we'll head out when her shift is done.
UF Health. Human progress has no finish line.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of the Florida Gators, helping the world keep promises.
Live from Baton Rouge, you're listening to live coverage of Florida and LSU. This is Gators football.
Management scoreboard in Oxford, Ole Miss and Arkansas in a shootout, tied 21 apiece. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. South Bend end of 1. Notre Dame leads Texas A&M 14-7. The Irish get a block punt for a touchdown. And in Columbia, South Carolina, Vanderbilt and the Gamecocks tied 7 apiece, end of 1. Talon Wealth Management, the official wealth management team of the Florida Gators. Compensation paid to Learfield for partnership with the Gators. Back to Tiger Stadium to start the second with Tate and Shane. Here's Sean.
Kevin, thanks. 63 yards for the Gators in the first quarter, 45 for LSU. DJ Lagway went 6 of 9 for 47 yards passing. Rushing-wise, tough sledding on both sides. A combined 32 yards rushing. 3-0 Gators. LSU looking to tie the game here as we start the second quarter. And Damian Ramos, the fifth-year senior, will attempt a 48, maybe 47. It's right between 47 and 48-yard field goal at the end zone to our right. This coming on 4th and 14 to open the second quarter. The holder's Chadwick. Ramos is 4 of 6 on the season. Hit a 52-yarder against Clemson. Snap back, holds down, kicks away. It's got the leg, and it is good. And the ball game is tied at 3 as we begin the second quarter. 4 seconds off the game clock here in the second. So this game is tied at 3. Shane Matthews and LSU benefiting from a short field.
Yeah, that was a good job by the defense, honestly. You know, they took over, I think, between the 40 and 45-yard line, somewhere around in there. Right. And, you know, they got a holding call that killed their drive, set them behind the chains, but a good job forcing the field goal attempt.
14-yard drive by LSU. Shane, your takeaways from the first quarter.
I mean, the Gators have played great. The problem is the game's still tied. You know, we had a big play. They busted coverage. DJ finds Jaden Ball down the sideline, but it's called back due to the holding call. But we just got to keep playing. Good things will eventually happen.
Okay, this is a sneaky kickoff team for LSU. Aaron Burrell is their kicker. They're not afraid to do some funky things. Brown and Sturdivant deep to receive for Florida. Right-footed kicker on the approach. His first kickoff of the night. Traditional. Sends it right down the pipe and one hop out of the back of the end zone. So Lagway will take over with the Gators offensively on a touchback here as we kind of settle into the second quarter.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what Billy dials up on this series, because this is probably the worst, well, other than the punt return that we had the ball on the 5, probably the second worst starting field position we've had.
Interestingly enough, Shane, neither team has gotten into the red zone of the other. 3-3 game, but
both offenses are sputtering.
Jackson's the running back in the pistol with Lagway. Caden Jones back at right tackle. 2 to each side. Woody Hansen is wide right toward the Gators bench. 2 with their hands in the grass up front defensively for LSU. 2 standing in the 2-point stance on the edge. Blitz off the edge. Handed off to Jackson right into the blitz. It's going to be a tackle for loss. 2-yard loss on the play as they brought Jack Pyburn off the edge. The former Gator, Jacksonville native, makes his first play.
That was just outside zone to our right and just way too much penetration by multiple guys on the Tiger defense.
Well, not enough orange hats to stop the gold hats. Is that how I do it?
Pretty much.
Okay, thanks. 2nd and 12. Jackson motions on the backfield. 3 to the boundary, 2 to the field side. Langley takes the shotgun snap, twisting blitz on the way. No, right sideline, caught by Hansen in front of the Gators bench, and he falls out of bounds at the Florida 34-yard line. Woodland and Halsey were there, but pitch and catch from Lagway to Hansen.
Yeah, we faked the wide receiver screen. It kind of hit Hayden down our sideline. DJ did that was all arm strength there, and it was a good thing we had Jack Pyburn was dropping into coverage on that play.
3rd and 1. Neither team has converted a 3rd down yet tonight. Trips in a triangle to the right. Handed off to Jackson, and he sneaks across and then gets a couple more. First down, Gators. Brought to you by Good Creek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
Boy, that was all Jacoby Jackson there. The zone play, get between the A and the B gap, and they brought a run blitz. We washed it down, and somehow he snuck through there and just ran through folks.
1st and 10 at the Gators 38. Pistol formation with Lagway in front of Jackson, who now steps up to Lagway's right hip. Tight end right, receiver right, and a pair in an offset stack. Wilson motioning left to right. Take the jet sweep. Lagway on the keep, coming around the right edge, and Lagway with the quarterback run. Good for a nice gain out to the 43-yard line. Stopped by the linebacker, Devon Keys.
Good read by DJ, just the old zone read. Put it in the tailback's belly. If the end collapses, pull it. Pick up 5 yards.
3-3 ball game, early second. 2nd and 5 at the 43. Jackson walks over the right side of Lagway in the shotgun. 2 left, 2 right. Wilson widest left. Wide receiver screen out to Vernell Brown. Trying to make a man miss. Put him on his hip. Dragged him to the 45. Only a 2-yard gain toward the near sideline. Cooley kept it from being a conversion. It'll bring up third down and not a good spot.
That was an RPO run with the bubble backside. Burnell was in the slot, ran the bubble. It was a good decision by DJ. Tip your hat to Cooley for making a tackle in space.
An unfortunate spot. Puts it down to the 44. It's 3rd and 4. Lagway motions Jackson back to his hip. Shotgun snap. They bring 5. Lagway's in trouble. Rolling to his right. Gets rid of it downfield, incomplete to 46. Lagway let it loose all the way back at the 27-yard line, and they blitzed their star. Harold Perkins Jr. came in untouched, and the Gators will punt.
Yeah, it seems like both of these defenses they know when to blitz in this game so far, but how do you just let numbers? Now, I will say this, we were in an empty formation. DJ probably should have thrown hot, knowing we couldn't block them all, but Perkins came clean in the B gap.
Doman to punt, Thomas deep. Down the left hash, good kick by Doman. At the 7, Thomas catches left hash, cuts left, comes up the middle, and sprints his way to return out to near the 27-yard line. Good return for Xavier Thomas, a 47-yard punt and a 20-yard return. And the Tigers in a 3-3 game will take over 1st and 10 with 11:36 to go in the first half. We'll take a break. 3-3 ball game between Florida and 3rd-ranked LSU. Back to Baton Rouge after this on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Gator Nation, this season it's time to act for the greater good. UF and GFL are making great strides to reduce our footprint, and you can help.
Recyclable and compostable paper products, cups, straws, and food waste receptacles are available at the stadium.
Look for the signs and put it in the right can, Greener Gator fan. Think green as you cheer on the orange and blue. Call GFL at 352-377-0800 or visit us at gflenv.com. GFL, green for life.
Gator fans, this is Coach Billy Napier. Dream Finders Homes is the official home builder of the Florida Gators. They continue building quality new homes from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa. Headquartered in Florida, Dream Finders Homes focuses on beautifully styled, quality built new homes in the most desirable areas across the state and at the best value. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for all the available inventory and great interest rate incentives. Go Gators!
This is Gators football from Learfield.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and in the swamp, it gets loud, it gets crazy, it gets epic. That's why you always have to bring your A game, just like the Florida Gators. At Good Greek, we're no different. Our team trains at our Superhero Movers Academy to ensure a stress-free move on time and on budget. And as the official mover of the Florida Gators, they know Good Greek will never drop the ball. Good Greek Moving and Storage, the official mover of your Florida Gators.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by FDOT.
On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app. Available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. With Shane Matthews and Tate Casey, I'm Sean Kelly. We got a rock fight here at LSU tonight. 3-3 ball game with 11:36 to go in the first half. Tigers 1st and 10. Shane Matthews at their own 24.
Yeah, neither offense can get anything going right now. Let's hope the Gator defense continues to keep playing the way they are.
Gators have held LSU to 45 yards of offense, 29 through the air, 16 rushing yards so far in the half for LSU. Nussmeier with a two-back set and a shotgun snap awaiting him. Now motions Johnson on the backfield. Turn, swing pass out to the right side. Caught by the running back and taken down by Sharif Denson at the 21-yard line. Xavion Thomas, hybrid receiver and back. The H-back brought down here for a loss, and the Gators get their first big tackle for loss.
Yeah, that's good tackle in space.
Loss of 3 on the play, 2nd and 13. From the 21, Nussmeier takes the snap, rolls to his right, pressure coming, throws, caught on the near sideline. Barryon Brown tiptoeing the boundary to make the catch. He's out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the LSU 28.
Yeah, they had good pressure. We brought a little pressure, and Nussmeier rolls to the right, but we had George Gums dropping into coverage, and he had no idea where the wide receiver, Barryon Brown, was on the sideline.
So 3rd and 5 now. Tigers 0 for 4 on 3rd down and a half. Snap back to Nussmeier. Quick throw left on a quick slant. That's caught. And a first down for LSU. Yards after the catch as well for Xavion Thomas before Bryce Thornton made the tackle. And the Tigers quickly to the line of scrimmage here. 1st and 10, their own 44.
Yeah, well-designed play. Their tight end ran a seam to kind of do a natural pick, and they threw the slant underneath.
Tight end right. Trips left. 1st and 10 at the 44. Nussmeier in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Delayed handoff here. And a very slow developing play. Grinds to a halt after about 1.5 yards on the Juwan Johnson carry. George Gums in there gumming it up for the Gators defensively.
Yeah, they ran like it was either a counter or power play to the tight end side, and it was extremely slow moving, and George Gums did a good job.
Johnson, the sophomore out of Lafayette, Louisiana. At running back still on the left hip of Nussmeier. Trips left, including a tight end. Fake the handoff. Pressure coming off the edge. Nussmeier throws over the middle and almost intercepted. The intended receiver was Thomas, with George Gums woofing at him after seeing the football nearly hit Gums on the shoe tops.
Yeah, we had some miscommunication. The tailback, after he checks his protection, was supposed to hook over the ball. That's what most offenses have the back do. And he moved right as Garrett Nussmeier threw the ball.
Key play here. 3rd and 8 at the LSU 46. Tigers send 3 left and 2 right. Motion Johnson back. They're going to use him to protect, I would imagine. Gators showing blitz. They bring 5. Pass over the middle. Tip caught. Right down the middle for Aaron Anderson's first reception of the game. Knocked off his feet by Denson, but it's a chunk play to the Gators' 31-yard line, 1st down LSU.
Gators showed pressure, dropped into it, but the guys dropping were our D tackles, and he just threw a ball right over their heads down the middle of the football field.
Biggest play there for Nussmeier for sure. He'll hand it off here on 1st down. And running right, that was pretty good force on the edge, was Anderson. George Gums Jr. on the stop. They use those wide receivers on run plays too, and now Anderson splits out wide right. Tempo here for the Tigers. 2nd and 8 after the gain of 2. Nussmeier in the shotgun with a 2-by-2 set. Slings it out to the right side. Catch made. Made a man miss. And a tackle made finally on Nick Anderson by Bryce Thornton. And LSU's offense clicking for the first time here. Gets enough for the 1st down. And there's an injured player at the end of the play.
Looks like one of our guys, but all that was RPO. We brought a run blitz. Nussmeier slings it out to the right. You know, he's got such a quick release. That ball gets to the receiver quickly, and they split our defenders for the 1st down.
Devin Moore shaking up on the play, the starting corner for the Gators. And the training staff's going to sit him down on the sideline nearest us, right in front of the LSU bench. We'll take a break while they attend to Devin Moore. We'll stop play with 8:37 to go in the 1st half. 3-3 ball game. LSU driving on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Gator Nation, this is Vicki Brown-Worski, Director of Gators and Powell Hurt. As the Bank of Doing and official sponsor of Florida Athletics, Wells Fargo is supporting our student athletes on and off the field with interactive financial health curriculum and empowerment resources. Wells Fargo has a game plan for the full student athlete experience from their first semester on campus through graduation. Learn more about what Wells Fargo is doing to put people and communities first by visiting wellsfargo.com/impact.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
This is Florida football from Learfield.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus the front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletics season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
As a proud partner of the Florida Gators, Evan Williams is here for every toast, tailgate, and touchdown in Gainesville. Neat on the rocks or in your favorite cocktail, there's no wrong way to enjoy Evan Williams on game day. Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Barnstown, Kentucky, 43 to 45% alcohol by volume, 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly. Down in South Florida, Miami leads South Florida, 28 to 6. Next Saturday night, Florida at Miami. 3-3 here. 8:42 to go in the second quarter. LSU first and 10 at the Florida 20. The Tigers are the first offense to eclipse 100 yards total offense in the ballgame. 101 to be exact. This drive is their best so far, Shane.
Yeah, and Nussmeier's hurt us in between the hashes, the middle of the football field.
First and 10 for the Tigers, 20-yard line.
Nussmeier up to the minute, 8 of 14 for 81 yards passing. Using the shotgun. Back to each side. Motion Johnson out to his left. Looking left. Looking to throw. Pump fake. Room to run. Straight up the middle. Flag down. 15. Tackle down at the 10. This is coming back. Ejon Johnson made the tackle, but there's a hold here in the backfield against LSU.
Holding. Offense, number 61. 10-yard penalty. First down.
It's 2 holding penalties now on the center, Braylon Moore. That's a big break for the Gators. It's going to back the ball up to the Florida 30-yard line to be exact. All right, LSU, penalty-wise now, 5 penalties, beg your pardon. First and 20 at the 30. Shotgun snap, toss sweep, left side. Johnson cuts up, runs north and south, and tackled at the 23-yard line for a gain of about 7. Aaron Childs makes the tackle for Florida. The 2nd and 13. If they can keep LSU behind the sticks, you're in good shape.
That was the best run play they've had all night. Just as you toss sweep out of the shotgun. It was a nice game, but we need the Gator defense here to force a field goal attempt.
2nd and 13 now. Neither side has gotten to the red zone of the other. Snap back to Nussmeier. Good pocket. Fires down the middle. Touchdown, LSU. And Xavion Thomas has his first touchdown of the season. LSU has its first lead.
A couple things there. He had so much time, they called a double move that really crossed us up in the backfield. But there was no pressure, clean pocket on 18, and you can't allow that.
Third touchdown pass of the season for Nussmeier, who's now passed for 104 yards on 9 of 15. Thomas, transfer from Mississippi State, with the 23-yard reception to make it 9-3. Ramos for the extra point. Holds good, and the extra point is through. 10-3. LSU leads for the first time tonight. We step aside. 7:33 to go. Second quarter. From Baton Rouge, this is the Gator Sports Network on Learfield.
Hey Gator fans, this is Coach Billy Napier of the Florida Gators. Did you know Florida's dairy farmers produce 300 million gallons of milk each year? They care for their cows and the land to ensure a sustainable future so you never run out of fresh Florida milk. All season long, you can strengthen your chomp by entering to win free milk and cookies for a year, thanks to Florida's hardworking dairy farmers. To enter, visit floridamilk.com/gators. That's floridamilk.com/gators.
They say good things come to those who wait. But with delivery or curbside pickup from Publix, powered by Instacart, now they come without the wait. In as little as an hour, you could have the good stuff like key lime pie and chocolate chip cookies come right to your door. Get started at Publix.com/shop because you can never have too much of a good thing. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Item prices vary from item prices in physical store locations. Fees, tips, and taxes may apply, subject to terms and availability.
This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
When the unexpected happens, you need a legal team that's ready to fight for you, just like the Florida Gators. At Meldon Law, we're proud to partner with the Florida Gators to deliver winning results for those who have been injured at no fault of their own. With a strong record of success and a team that won't back down, Meldon Law is your trusted partner in tough times. Call Meldon Law at 352-373-8000 or visit us at meldonlaw.com.
The passion.
Plays out, end zone, touchdown!
The fury.
Pressure coming, goodness!
The speed.
35-40, there he goes! Down the sideline!
Western College Football.
For the end zone, got it for 6 points. You cannot hitch the wagon! Put the ponies in the barn! Back in the end zone! 30, 20!
This is the College Football Bliss. Listen all season long on College Sports Now on the Varsity Network.
Best drive of the night for LSU. It's a 10-play drive that goes 76 yards. It took 4 minutes and 3 seconds. 23-yard touchdown pass, Nussmeier to Thomas. Either on the drive or what you saw on the scoring play, Shane. What did LSU do right for the first time tonight?
Well, the scoring play, Gators rush 4, played like a too-high safety look. We gave too much of a clean pocket for Garrett Nussmeier. Thomas ran kind of a double move where he stemmed right at Bryce Thornton, faked to the corner and crossed his face, and Nussmeier let it go really on time right in the middle of the field.
10-3 as a result. LSU and Aaron Burrell will kick left to right. Burnell Brown back to receive for Florida. He's on the goal line. Sturdivant near side of the 5. Burrell on the approach. And we'll hammer this one into Bro Bridge. Wow. He's got a leg and a half. Touchback, and DJ Lagway, who's 8 of 12 for 59 yards, back on the field for the Gators offensively. Lagway has run a couple times tonight. And Jaden Baugh has attempted 4 rushes, but he also has his first 2 catches of the season. And he is back at running back for this drive for the Gators. First and 10 at the 25, just inside the left hash. Hanson motions back to the formation, right of Lagway. 2 to his left, single out right. Wilson in motion. Take the jet sweep. Good block to prevent the blitz. Lagway climbs, throws, caught at the 40-yard line. First down, Gators. There's J. Michael Sturdivant. We've been kind of waiting to call his name out to the 43-yard line. Delane and Keys on the stop.
Yeah, good job by Austin Barber coming off his guy and just getting a hand to give DJ time to step up and make a good throw to Sturdivant.
First and 10 of the 43, down by a touchdown. Wilson motions right. And whistles flying, a flag is down. Comes from the head linesman on the near side. Don't think the Gators were set. We'll see.
False start. Offense, number 66. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's on the center. Jake Slaughter.
I've never understood how the center can false start. When he snaps it, plays live.
Third penalty on Florida for 21 yards.
Oh, never mind.
First and 15.
He wiggled it.
Two to each side. Lagway fakes the handoff. Slings it out. Wide open. Right side to Kara on the catch. His first of the night. Playing in his second game as a Gator. And he gets it out to the 46 before going out of bounds on the right side. Delaying on the coverage for LSU.
Somehow 14 just got lost by the LSU defense. Yep. I mean, there was no one near him. Good read by DJ.
He stays in. He's 1-2 to the right. Cody Hansen. Brown and Wilson to his left to the field side. Hansen motions to the wide side. Well, hand it off. Ball straight ahead. Powerful run across midfield into LSU territory, setting up third and a couple here for the Gators. Keys, the linebacker, stuffed after a pretty good push there by Jaden Ball.
Yeah, it's a good run up the middle. Hayden Hansen, it was almost like a lead play with the tight end leading. This is a big third down, Sean. We need to keep the football.
Need the 47. It's between the 49 and the 50. Third and a long two, we'll call it. Almost three. Motions out. Lagway checks down to Ball right side. First down the right sideline. 35 cuts in 30. Tackled down just inside the LSU 25-yard line. Lagway played it perfectly. 3 catches now for Ball. And the Gators are in the red zone. Oh, just shy of it for the first time tonight.
Yeah, we motioned to a 3-by-1. They ran with him. It's man coverage. Screen back to the short field. Good call by Coach Napier.
First and 10 to the LSU 25. Brown motions left to right. Turn on the pistol, handed off the ball, running left, beat a man. Stretching it out to the near sideline and a gain of nearly 5 yards. Steps out of bounds to the LSU 20. Cooley was on his hip for the Tigers. More Jaden Ball, please.
I agree. He just a couple of stiff arms there, a couple of broken tackles, picks up 5.
64% of his yards rushing in his career after contact. Second and 5. Wilson motions to the right. Fake at the ball, pump fake, fire over the middle, incomplete. Trying to get Vernell Brown sneaking in underneath.
That's incomplete.
A little hitch in the throw there by Lagway.
It was another RPO, Sean, and he I don't know if he should have given it off. We were fortunate we didn't get men downfield called there. Because if you're going to throw RPO, you got to throw it right now.
Yes.
But we had a couple of linemen about 5 yards downfield.
Third and 5. Big play here at the 20. Down by 7. Lagway in the shotgun. Sturdivant to the boundary. Trips right. Clark at running back. Lagway to throw. Over the middle. Caught Mizell at the 13. First down, Gators to the 11-yard line. Gators have entered the One Blood Big Red Bus red zone on a Good Greek moving and storage first down. Aiden Mizell with a nice catch.
Yeah, it was a dang good catch and a crucial third down. If DJ could have put this ball out in front of him, he could have run and maybe scored a touchdown, Sean.
First and 10 of the 11. Lagway in the pistol. Mizell motions, fake the jet to him, handed off Clark to the right. Clark to the 10 and shoulder down there. Only a gain of a yard on a stretch play to the right. Harold Perkins Jr., that's their guy. He's there to put it on the ground.
Yeah, outside zone play, wide zone to the right. We didn't block many people. Duke made somebody miss in the backfield. A little surprised Duke Clark had some carries.
Just spelling Jaden Ball, who's back in. Lagway checks with his lineman. 2 tight ends left. Off the right hash at the 10 for second and 9. Fake the jet to Mizell. Fake the handoff. Rolling right. Lagway looking to the end zone. Throws back to the end zone. Went behind Livingston, incomplete. Third and 9 upcoming at the 10.
That's a play you see the Gators run a lot. It's a old school, well, it's a new version of the naked bootleg where DJ rides the tailback then rolls right. You got the tight end of the flat and you got a crosser. And he had him.
Yep.
Just a little drop shot in the back corner. Easy throw. Big third down here.
Death Valley at full throat. Big play early here. 3rd and 9 at the 10 of LSU. Trips left. Ball in the backfield with Lagway ready for the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks left. Lobs it. Back left. He caught it. Touchdown. Gators.
Now that was a very good throw. We're going to get it.
Aiden Mizell with his first touchdown reception of this season. Flag down. Wait a minute at the 2.
Is that a flag?
It is a flag, it appears, and the officials are conferencing.
Mizell was doing some type of dance. I'd like to see the replay. I'm hoping we didn't run a pick.
The results of the play is a touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against number 90 of the defense for kicking the ball. Correction, the penalty is on number 0. That penalty assessed on the succeeding kickoff.
It's another penalty on Tamarcus Cooley tonight, a transfer from NC State who started his career at Maryland. Now, the Gators will attempt the extra point to tie. They started spread. They bring everybody back in for the PAT formation with 3:25 to go in the half. Touchdown pass by Lagway, his 5th of the season. What an answer for the Gators. Smack's extra point is good, and that's brought to you by the good hands at Allstate, who will donate to the General Scholarship Fund for all Gators student athletes. The good hands people. Thank you, Allstate. The scoring drive for the Florida Gators. 10 plays, 75 yards to answer the LSU touchdown. Took 4:08 off the clock. DJ Lagway now has a touchdown pass in 8 straight games. And the Gators have tied the game at 10 with 3:25 to go in the first half.
So the Gators line up in a 3-by-1. Mizell was the farthest receiver in. They call that the number 3 receiver. The 2 outside guys run little under routes. He went to the corner, and it was great coverage. Heck of a throw and a heck of a catch by Aiden Mizell. That was a good ball play. Nothing better than throwing touchdowns on corner routes.
Five-Star Credit Union sign-on report. Take Casey, come on in.
Yeah, guys, we talk a lot about adjustments right there. You saw offense drives down the field. I truly think, A, the run game is there, but B, the drop-back pass game is there. I heard Billy Gonzalez have a conversation with Billy Napier. They feel the drop-back pass conversation is in the mix right now as long as they continue the run game and sort it out on the front 7.
Shane, thank you, Tate. I wouldn't be surprised if the Gators try an onside kick here. They've got a lot of good hands people out there on the kickoff team right now as the tee is on the 50-yard line after that unsportsmanlike penalty by LSU.
Yeah, the key is if you don't get it, you give them tremendous field position with 3:25 left in the half. I wouldn't mind a line drive trying to bang it off of one of these guys.
That's what I'm kind of thinking too. Smack's going to kick a ground ball toward the left corner. Fielded at the 5 here. And the return made 2 men miss. But a tackle made to the 25-yard line. Thankfully, I think by Aaron Childs, yes. To bring down Thomas, the return man. 1st and 10 LSU at the 25 with 3:19 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, big drive here in the ballgame, Sean, because we still have 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, and we get the ball to start the second half. So if we could force a punt here and possibly get a little drive and a field goal attempt before half, that'd be great.
10-10 ball game. Nussmeier at the controls in the shotgun. From the 25. And off. Durham back on the attack. Cut right back left. And then brought down after a gain of about 3 to the 28-yard line by George Gumbs Jr. Transfer from Northern Illinois. I wonder if Gumbs talked about Northern Illinois' upset of Notre Dame in week 2 last week as the Gators suffered that themselves to South Florida last week. Durham motions on the backfield. 2 right, 3 left. Nussmeier throws left side. Caught by the tight end. at the 32, and a nice job getting him out of bounds and keeping him short of the line to gain. Dijon Johnson on the play.
Yeah, good job by Dijon. That ball was in the air a long time from the right hash all the way to our sideline on the other side of the field.
By the way, Devin Moore has returned to the game. He left earlier with an injury. 3rd and 2 at the 33. Nussmeier, quick throw over the middle. Caught. Anderson on the slant. First down LSU, and again they gash the Gators between the hash marks. Tackle made by Gates at the 47-yard line. 2:09 to go.
Yeah, I'll talk to you after this play.
Okay, trying to get a snap off before the 2-minute timeout? No.
So on that last play, they're killing us in the 3-by-1 formation, Sean.
Okay.
The number 2 receiver, the inside guy.
The 2-minute timeout.
The way we're playing it right now, that slant is just easy pitching and catching.
Gators trying to keep LSU off the board here to end the half. Florida, as Shane mentioned, will have the ball to start the second half. We step aside the 2-minute timeout, exactly 2 minutes remaining. 10-10 ball game here at Death Valley between Florida and third-ranked LSU. This is the Gator Sports Network on Learfield.
No big deal, but you've been earning Kohl's Cash for 20 years. That's 2 decades of checkout wins. To celebrate, enter a month-long sweepstakes for a chance to win $200 in Kohl's Cash. Plus, save on fall faves during the Customer Appreciation event now. Yep, 2 decades of Kohl's Cash is a big deal. Shop Kohl's and brag accordingly. Coupon ends September 21st. Select styles. Some exclusions apply. Sweepstakes ends September 30th, 2025. No purchase necessary. 20 winners per day. Limit 1 prize per person for entire sweepstakes. See Kohls.com for official rules and details.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
My husband, Steve, was diagnosed with prostate cancer. They only gave him months to live. That was years ago. Now, he's out there, under the tree. Nature photography is his thing. And apparently, so is catching poison ivy.
Oof, so itchy. UF Health, human progress has no finish line.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through September 30th, 2025. 0 down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Live from Baton Rouge, you're listening to live coverage of Florida and LSU. This is Gators Football.
On the Wealth Management scoreboard in Miami Gardens. They are in the fourth, finally, 10 minutes to go. Miami leads South Florida 35-12. Game was delayed about an hour and a half because of weather delays. Talon Wealth Management, the official wealth management team of the Florida Gators. Compensation paid to Learfield for partnership with the Gators. Give you more scores coming up at the half. Meanwhile, 2 minutes to go in the first half. Back to Tiger Stadium. Here's Sean Kelly.
Kevin, thank you very much. Out of the 2-minute timeout here, Shane Matthews. We're looking at LSU 1st and 10 to their own 47-yard line in this 10-10 ball game.
And they have 2 timeouts.
Okay.
They're not far out of field goal range. The key is we have to keep the ball in front of us, Sean. Do not let Nussmeier get one behind us.
Castell and double checking here. Thornton at the safeties. And they're off the line a little more than usual here. Nussmeier has the ball in the center's hands, right in between the hashes, off the eye of the Tiger. Motion coming from Anderson back to formation. Handoff Durham, running left side. Powerful run across midfield. Stood up, finally stopped to the Gators' 48-yard line.
Okay, they're going to take their time here, not give the ball back to us. But that was just an outside zone to the left, and good push. Good run by Caden Durham.
Second down and 5. Nussmeier to throw off the left hash. All day to throw. Throws right side, incomplete. Pastel almost sneaks behind the tight end Sharp for a pick. That had been huge. Incomplete. 1:33 to go in the half. Wow, that was not even close.
I don't know if he was just throwing that away because he had a lot of time. I don't know if the clock in his head was going off or what, but you're right. It was almost picked off.
Neither team has recorded a sack. 93 seconds to go in the half. Sharp motions left and back right. The lead block, handoff for Durham. Oh, he eludes a grasp in the backfield by Banks and rushes for a couple to the 46. LSU is going to have to call a timeout. Oh, Florida.
We called the timeout.
Florida's calling the timeout. And Brendan Bett.
Timeout. Florida. 30 seconds in length.
Brendan Bett.
Please reset the game clock to 1 minute, 27 seconds.
I think Jeff Easer's done. Brendan Bett on the tackle, Shane. First time we've called his name tonight. Playing here in the second quarter.
Interesting situation here. It's 4th and 3.
Yep.
A long 3. You got to think Brian Kelly's punting this. Or maybe they'll go out and try to, a lot of motions and get us to jump. So watch the football defense.
Nussmeier in the offense. Back to the field. Nussmeier talks to the referee. That's a tell. So 4th and 3. Clock at 1:27. Gators have one timeout remaining after stopping the clock there. Trips right, single left. Motion the tight end right to left. Gators holding still. Holding still. Nussmeier looks to the near sideline. Easy Gators.
There wasn't much to that.
Easy Gators. 5 on the play clock. I mean, they motion one guy. No hard count, nothing.
Second charge timeout. LSU.
Timeout LSU.
30 seconds.
That was a nothing burger to say the least.
Yeah, he's going to punt it now, I'm sure.
So still 4th in that long 3 with 1:27 to go. No indication yet from the LSU bench. And the punt team is coming out. Chadwick to punt. So Vernell Brown, if there was ever a time for his first punt return for a touchdown, how about right now?
Number 27, now 41.
Brown's going to put his toes on his own 9-yard line, snap along the left hash and going left to right. Chadwick to punt on 4th and 3. Snaps back. End over end punt. Brown gets out of the way. It bounces, checks up, takes a Gators bounce, but the Tigers will down it near the Florida 14-yard line. Outside the far numbers with 1:17 to go. So, 2-minute offensive play here, Coach Matthews.
Yeah, we got one timeout left. I think it's crucial here to see what we do on first down, right? If we get a nice positive gain, we keep within the 2-minute drive. If not, I have no problem going at half right now. Let's see what Coach Napier dials up.
Lagway was 5 for 7 passing on the last drive, resulted in a touchdown. First and 10, Florida at their own 14-yard line. Ball running back, left hip of Lagway. Wilson motions, right to left, gets clear of the formation. Now shuffles to his right. Slinging out to Wilson. 2 blockers ahead of him. Cuts back inside after the catch. And good for 8 yards out to the 22.
Let's go.
Line.
Let's go. That was a good play right there. A little wide receiver screen. A lot of motioning back and forth.
He's on the tackle. Up to the line. Ready to go. 2nd and 2. Lagway from the 22. Takes the handoff. Straight drop. Goes over the middle. Caught by Brown at the 37-yard line. Brought down. First down Gators at the LSU 37. West Weeks tackling for LSU at the linebacker position.
Yeah, good throw. Good read by DJ. If he could just lead the receiver there, Burnell wouldn't have to stop and turn around to catch it.
41 seconds. The clock moving now. Snap back to Lagway at his kneecaps. Throws left side. Oh, Sturdivant, the intended receiver. It's off the hands of Harold Perkins Jr. at the 46.
Just throw the flat route. We had a curl flat against cover 2. Not a great play, but Harold Perkins kind of baited DJ into throwing that curl.
Florida with a timeout in its pocket. 2nd and 10 with 33 seconds left in the half. All tied at 10. Trips left, including a tight end. 2 to the boundary to his right. Lagway by himself, ready for the shotgun snap. They bring 4. Lagway pumps right, slings it right, caught by Hansen, makes the catch and gets out of bounds at the, just shy of the 40 of Florida. Delane was there to keep Hansen from going anywhere else. So we'll bring up 3rd down now, and about 7, a long 7. Lagway's going to send Brown and Wilson right. Sturdivant wide left, all the way out to the near side numbers. Off the right hash, Lagway with ball next to him, ready for the shotgun snap. Wilson motions right to left. Snap by Slaughter. Lagway to throw, looking over the middle. Fires, intercept! And return to the 40. A.J. Halsey. First interception of the year, 2nd interception thrown by Lagway tonight. And now with 23 seconds left in the half, LSU has it 1st and 10 at the Florida 40.
Well, he made his mind up where he was going with that football before the ball was snapped. He eyeballs him and he throws, pointing with his left foot, pointing this way, throwing to the right, all arm. Not a good decision there.
10-10 game. And LSU, who failed on their 2-minute drive, has life here late in the 2nd quarter at the Gators 40. Nussmeier between the hashes and the shotgun. Takes the snap. Gators bring 4, throw down the right side. Broken up. Sharif Denson got a hand on it on a ball intended for Aaron Anderson down the hash.
Yeah, that's a good job by Sharif there. You know, they teach when the DB has his back to you, he's wide open. That was good coverage. I don't even know if he got a hand on it.
Waved at it. But you may be right. 18 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 10 at the Gators 40. Back to Nussmeier. Gators bring 5. Throws incomplete. Flag. If it's pass interference on the Gators, it's on Denson. The intended receiver just outside the right hash was the tight end, Bowers Sharp. Pocket was closed.
It looked like Sharp was trying to run a dig route, an end cut, and we grabbed him. I'd like to see the replay.
Seems like a tic-tac.
Pass interference. Defense, number 0. Ball replacement for spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
And into field goal range. Ramos' career long is 52 back from week 1. He'll put it down at the 29-yard line. Here's a replay for Shane Matthews.
They're just trying to run an end cut from right to left. I don't know. That's just a football play.
Yeah, he induced the contact. 1st and 10 at the 29 officially. Nussmeier with 3 to his left, single right. Hand it off, running right. Durham broke the tackle to the right sideline. Goes to 6. Flag down on extracurricular activity out of bounds. Into the LSU bench went Davis, the lineman, and George Gums.
This will be interesting.
McLean is restrained now. Is the flag on him?
You know, if this is on LSU, it really puts them in a much longer field goal attempt here.
Yeah, but if it's on the Gators, boy, oh boy. 5 seconds to go in the half. A 10-10 game. You're on the road at 3rd-ranked LSU. A long conversation with the referee and 4 members of his crew. Still waiting on an answer here. Free timeout for both sides.
Results of the player was the runner was short of the line of gain. After the play, personal foul. Offense number 75. Personal foul. Defense number 25. Those penalties offset. Because the player was in bounds, LSU is called its third and final timeout.
All right. So Weston Davis, the right tackle for LSU, and is Cormani McLean. But Gums was involved.
Yeah, I didn't even see Cormani McLean even around. They had to have the numbers wrong.
I don't know. McLean pushed him. He pushed him into Gums. Okay, so that's why I saw Gums.
75 and 34 are the ones
that were engaged, but there was a chuck earlier. Now, with 5 seconds left in the half, LSU on 2nd and 4 will attempt a 40-yard field goal. It's just the holder is just outside the 30-yard line. And this will be from the right hash and for the lead. Well, there's a lot of barking going on down there now between these two. So off the right hash, Chadwick to Hole. Movement up front. I think Cormani McLean trying to come around the edge, jumped off sides. This will be a first down by penalty, but again, still just 5 seconds left in the half.
Ball start.
Oh.
Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That's on Tyree Adams. That's going to be the 7th penalty of the half for LSU.
Yeah, we stemmed real quick, and their guy flinched.
Stemmed meaning?
They just kind of shifted down right over the snapper.
All right. So now it is we'll call it a 46-yard field goal. The holder is in between the 35 and the 36. Get off the right hash. A little higher degree of difficulty. Snap back, holds down. It kicks away. It's got the leg, and it is good. Zeros on the clock. It's points off turnover here for LSU off the Lagway interception. They converted for a field goal and will take a lead into the halftime locker room. Here at Tiger Stadium, it's third-ranked LSU 13, Florida 10. Momentarily, we'll hear from head coach Billy Napier. But a tight ball game as we expected here through 2 quarters of play. Total yards won by the Gators, but the scoreboard belongs to LSU here as both teams huddle up. Billy Napier's wanting to talk with the officials and the referee specifically before he heads to the locker room. Gators 188 yards total offense, LSU 166. Gators pass for 155, rush for 33. LSU 123 yards passing, 43 rushing yards. The field goal by Ramos, 45-yarder, caps a 3-play, 12-play scoring drive. 12 plays. Again, they started the drive at about the Florida 44 after the Lagway interception, the second of the half. Down to Tate Casey, who is ready to catch up with Billy Napier. Tate, all yours.
Hey, fellas, we got Coach head our way right now. Coach, a little conversation with the head ref right there. Anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how it's offsetting fouls. I want to know what position on our team did anything.
Yeah. Defense right there, obviously story of the game so far in the first half. Defense holding strong, 10-10 ball game going into the half before the field goal. What do you feel about that unit so far?
I feel great about it. I think we're forcing them to throw the ball. We're stymieing the run. We're playing with effort. We're playing with passion. We're doing a nice job matching the patterns. In general, we force field goals when they get down there.
Offensively, outside the turnovers, able to get some stuff started there on that second to last drive, punch some points in, drop back passes there, run game's been good. What do you see out of that unit?
Yeah, we turned the ball over twice, right? We got 2 holding penalties. Those are the critical plays in the game. We got to get them cleaned up.
Appreciate the time, Coach.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Halftime in Baton Rouge. Third-ranked LSU 13, Florida 10. Stay tuned. Jeff Cardozo, Tate Casey, Kevin Winter coming your way between quarters 2 and 3 on the Gators Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, fellow Floridians, it's Ben.
And Brianna Smith. We are foodies who love sharing recipes online.
And trying new cooking techniques on our new natural gas stove.
He loves his precise temperature control on the heat.
Yeah, I also love saving money and using less energy.
Oh, watch that flame.
So, who loves to be in control?
Now, earn up to a $300 cashback rebate for installing a new energy-efficient natural gas range or stovetop. To learn more, go to peoplesgas.com/rebates.
It's time to get off the sidelines and into the game of saving lives. Gator Nation, did you know you can score a touchdown for life when you donate blood with One Blood, the official blood center of the Florida Gators? One donation can save up to 3 lives. Now that's a game-changing number. Be the MVP and make the ultimate life-saving play. Together we can score big and save lives. Visit oneblood.org to find a One Blood donor center or Big Red Bus blood drive near you and share your power to save lives.
This is Gators football from Learfield.
At ViStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring University of Florida fans better banking. Open a ViStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. All for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of ViStar's local branches or visit vistarcu.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Go Gators!
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
It's halftime on the Gators Sports Network. Welcome to the People's Gas Halftime Show. People's Gas, delivering natural gas that helps you save energy and earn cash back. Learn more at peoplesgas.com. The People's Gas Halftime Show is also sponsored by Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Florida Gators. Florida Farm Bureau Insurance. Visit ffbic.com to find an agent near you. Meldon Law, official injury and accident law firm sponsor of the Florida Gators. We won't back down. Hellman's Real Mayonnaise. Do dip with Hellman's and do no wrong. GFL Environmental, the official sustainability partner of the Florida Gators. Barbasol, America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol. UF Health. At UF Health, we believe human progress has no finish line. Visit humanprogress.ufhealth.org to learn more. And by Wells Fargo, official retail bank of the Florida Gators. Let's go back to the stadium. Here's Jeff Cardozo.
Well, it's a tight one in Tiger Stadium. LSU on a field goal right before the half leads at 13-10. Jeff Cardozo, Tate Casey here with you. And, you know, Tate, you hear 13-10, but it very easily could be 13-10 on the other side. Gators going in with an opportunity to maybe get in field goal range. Lagway throws that second pick, gives LSU the opportunity. And you heard Billy Napier say it right there. You know, mistakes again, a couple of big ones on certainly some penalties, and then 2 big turnovers, or Florida's maybe got the lead in this thing.
Yeah, I did. When you look at some unfortunate breaks, right? Obviously, a couple penalties that set us back, and then the turnover after, and the touchdown that come back. I think it's a big one, right? Because you're on high emotionally, your bench is charged up, your defense is playing well. That's unfortunate for Florida.
You know, and you look at both of those interceptions, Lagway just tends to be staring down that receiver. LSU's doing a good job of disguising some things and backing off guys and coming in, and they're putting a lot of pressure on DJ too.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things, right? If you're talking to DJ Lagway right here, you know, like I said, drop back when they're sorting it out up front. I thought they started the game. LSU schemed it pretty well. They were standing guys up around the line of scrimmage, bringing some guys, dropping some guys back, being really unique with the blitzes. But once you started to sort it out, you give DJ Lagway a chance to sort it out as well. Take what the defense gives you, right? I think you could go chunk for chunk with LSU right now, the way this offense is playing.
Gators had 36 plays in that first half. 24 of those pass attempts, and then 12 on the other side rushing the ball, and Jaden Ball just 6 rushes for 19 yards. They haven't really gotten to establish him. It does look like Billy Napier in that game plan is to try to spread it out, especially early, and allow DJ Lagway to try to do some damage.
Yeah, and listen, I like what we're doing with a couple of different formations. You come out 4 wide, you give Jaden Ball a chance to get some catches, and also let him be effective in the pass game. I think it's a great game plan so far. Like I said, I don't have any problems with what's been called as far as the play call, and I think the execution's got to be a little bit better.
So it's that same theme that we've been talking about leading into this game tonight, where LSU leads at 13-10 here at the half. Back with more right after this on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
To aim higher, run faster is what elite athletes do. Always strive for better. At UF Health, we have that same DNA. To not just treat a stroke, but to create a fleet of mobile stroke treatment units. To not just do research, but to use AI to save lives with one of the most powerful supercomputers in academia. We believe, like athletes, that human progress has no finish line. UF Health, National Medical Center for Team USA.
Hey Gators, when you bring Hellman's creamy buffalo chicken dip to the watch party, you can be a couch coach, cheer too loud, or worse, bring a friend who knows nothing about football.
How do they get the yellow line to move on the field?
Because when you do dip with Hellman's, you can do no wrong. That's a Hail Mayo. Hellman's, the official mayonnaise of Florida Athletics. Bring out the best.
This is Florida football from Learfield.
Progressive knows RV owners like to travel at a nice, relaxing pace. Just like this commercial. They're not rushing to a departure gate at the airport because they depart from their driveway. And they can relax even more knowing they're protected by Progressive. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Jeff Cardozo, Tate Casey back with you at the half. LSU leads at 13-10. Garrett Nussmeier, 123 yards through the air of their total of 166. Gators have 188, but a majority of those through the air. And if the Gators are going to stop Garrett Nussmeier to keep throwing it through the air, they've got to get some more pressure. Certainly the touchdown, he had a lot of time to throw. The Gators just haven't been able to get to him, certainly like they did a year ago.
Yeah, you know, and you heard Shane talking about that 3-by-1 set with the slant route. It's really been hurting them, especially on third downs. You're getting some good looks. You're getting some interior push on the line. We've got to find a way to get the edge rusher home. Some of these like gums and sap home to Nussmeier. They create some chaos back there.
And they have gone to that slant several times. Is that something that you can talk about, adjustments at halftime to try to take that away, maybe disguise something and do it differently?
Yeah, I think you can. I mean, and quite honestly, you could probably bluff it too, right? If you've got a look that you like, that they've only run that play out of that formation in certain personnel, I think you can kind of snuff it out and maybe bluff what you're doing on the defensive side of the ball, bring pressure over that 2 receiver, bump somebody and play it from the inside out, and have somebody pull down to cover that third receiver.
Well, LSU has 7 penalties for 68 yards. The Gators just 4 for 32, but certainly that big one on the Jaden Ball 87-yard potential touchdown that got called back is really hurting Florida right now as the Gators trail at 13-10 here at the half. We'll take a break and we'll hand things over to Kevin Winter. He'll give us some other scores from around the country. You're listening to the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through September 30th, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.78 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fans section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is the Gators Sports Network from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Gator pride. When I'm carrying the Gators Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra orange and blue gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Go Gators from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Gators to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear. Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
I'm Kevin Orchard, the People's Gas Halftime Report. Gators and Tigers, LSU by 3. Garrett Nussmeier had the first touchdown pass of the first half for the LSU Tigers coming in the second quarter.
2nd and 13 now. Neither side has gotten to the red zone of the other. Snap back to Nussmeier. Good pocket. Fires down the middle. Touchdown, LSU. And Xavier Thomas has his first touchdown of the season. LSU has its first lead.
Shane Matthews, Sean Kelly with the call. Jeff and Tate were talking about it. The slant pass, 23-yard touchdown strike. The best news for the Florida Gators was how DJ Lagway and the Gator offense responded on the very next drive. Time now for the Old Dominion best play of the first half.
Big play early here. 3rd and 9 at the 10 of LSU. Trips left. Ball in the backfield with Lagway ready for the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks left. Lobs it. Back left. He caught it. Touchdown. Gators.
Now that was a very good throw.
The Old Dominion works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to be the official freight carrier of the Florida Gators. Lagway and the Gator offense, after falling behind 10-3, responded with a 10-play, 75-yard touchdown drive where they were in 3 for 3 on 3rd downs on the drive. They were tied at 10. They had the ball in the 2-minute drill, but DJ Lagway got picked off. It set up an LSU field goal at the gun, and the Tigers have the 13-10 lead at the half. Coming up next on the People's Gas Halftime Report, we check the top 25 scoreboard, including the happenings in South Bend and in Oxford right now. Then we get you set for the second half in Baton Rouge. That's all next on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
At ViStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring University of Florida fans better banking. Open a ViStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. All for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of ViStar's local branches or visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Go Gators!
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of the Florida Gators, helping the world keep promises.
My best friend Riley loved going to the beach. She was a great swimmer. Then one day, during a swim meet, she collapsed. She had cancer, Hodgkin lymphoma. She spent months getting care at UF Health. The doctors did so much, even put her in a clinical trial. I wish we could go to the beach right now, but she's working.
Out of the water.
She's on lifeguard duty. Maybe we'll head out when her shift is done.
UF Health. Human progress has no finish line.
If an insurance company is there to sell you insurance, shouldn't it also be there to service it with real people? At Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help. We're focused on your specific needs. That's why we have local agents working for you in every county across the state, offering competitive rates and fast, friendly service. It's more than insurance. It's the kind of treatment you deserve. Find a local agent at ffbic.com to set up your free, no-obligation insurance review. Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best. Proud to support Gators Athletics.
Welcome back to the People's Gas Halftime Report. For an update of today's action around college football, let's go to the UF Health Sports Desk with your host, Kevin Winter.
At the half, the LSU Tigers lead the Florida Gators 13-10 in what has been a rock fight. Take a trip around college football in the SEC Top 25 in Oxford. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. No Simmons tonight at quarterback for Ole Miss. They have Trinidad Chambliss, and all he's done is thrown 318 yards in the air, 19 of 25 and a touchdown pass. Ole Miss leads Arkansas 38-28. Meanwhile, in South Bend, Texas A&M ripped off 21 points in the second quarter. They lead over the Irish 28-24. One scary moment, Bryce Anderson on the defense for Texas A&M was down for about 15 minutes. He had to be carted off. South Bend or Notre Dame Stadium got very eerily quiet because of that. A&M leads by 4 at the half. Speaking of having to be taken off the field, Lenora Sellis got absolutely cold-clocked on a rush up the middle. He went to the locker room without his helmet. Vanderbilt leads South Carolina 14-7. That game's at the half. This afternoon in Knoxville, what a game this was between Georgia and Tennessee. Volunteers missed an opportunity at a game-winning field goal. They go to overtime, and Georgia would secure the victory on the road.
2nd and goal on the Volunteer 1. Come on, big man. Right up the gut. Dogs huddle. Hughley at right tackle on this side. Glover the right guard. McCray is the running back. Out of the shotgun. Hand it to McCray. There he goes. He drives in. They grab him from behind. Did he get the ball over? Close to the goal line. No signal yet. They say no. It looked like in the huddle he was trying to extend the ball over the goal line, but there's no signal from the officials. He says he got it over the goal line. Now, they may take a look at this. We shall see. There's no indication yet. Now they stop the clock. The play clock, anyway.
Kirby came down to the 5-yard line trying to get the attention.
It was short of the goal line. The previous play is under further review.
All right, we can tell you what happened after that. Touchdown on the further review. Sean Kelly, the Dogs win in overtime, 44-41. Back to you, Shane and Tate in Baton Rouge.
Maybe some heavy consumption of certain things in Knoxville tonight. Wow. And a missed field goal at the end of regulation to send that game to overtime. Kevin, thank you very much. Great report from you, Jeff and Tate. We're all set for the second half. How about tonight's attendance, Shane Matthews? 102,000. Got choked up.
Yeah, it's a lot of people in this venue here. You know, I've always wondered if they ever thought about adding on to this one end that's open on the upper deck. Probably not in today's world, I guess. They got to spend money on the athletes and not the facilities.
You never know here.
I hope you get your voice back, because I can't do play-by-play, partner.
I'm getting there. Wrong pipe.
102,158 officially.
Well, the Gators received the second half kickoff here. And, I mean, look, 2 turnovers have killed us, but we're only down 3. A lot of football left to be played.
Time for the Ag Pro second half kickoff. If the Gators return this for a score, that means Denise Winthrop of Rockledge, Florida, what a brand new John Deere Gator from Ag Pro. Good luck, Denise. And your luck has run out. It is a touchback to start the third quarter. I'm just trying to get my throat ready for a scoring drive here for the Gators. Partner?
We need one bad.
Each team really has one great offensive possession in one half of play. Defense is dominated. Both teams at sitting less than 200 yards total offense. Gators leading that category 188. And Lagway through the first half, 16 of 24, a touchdown with 2 interceptions. One late in the second quarter. He'll start it up here for the Gators at his own 25-yard line. Jaden Bond running back there in the pistol. And 2 to each side, including the tight end to the near side and Hayden Hansen. Motion Brown to the right, fake the handoff, boot, and a throw to the right for Hansen. Caught. He progresses across the 30, still on his feet, and lays out on the far sideline. You see where the spot is here. Tight quarters are going to put it down just shy of the 34.
Yeah, another good play call. We obviously changed that play at the line. A little naked bootleg to the right. Hayden Hansen was in the wing to the left, just slid behind the offensive line to the right to our sideline. DJ put it on him. Good gain on first down.
Manageable. 2nd and 1, obviously. This is ahead of schedule, huh? Trips left. Quarterback keep off the fake handoff. Lagway darting to his left, has the first down. He'll get 3 yards out to the 37-yard line. Tackled by West Weeks, the linebacker.
That's your old zone read right there. Put the ball in Jaden Ball's belly, ride him. Defensive end collapses, pull it, pick up the first down.
By the way, Jaden Ball, 6 carries, 19 yards in the first half, but it was through the air. He had 3 catches for 50 yards. His first 3 receptions of the year. 1st and 10 at the 37 for the Gators. Gators move the chains thanks to Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers. Circle motion around the formation, and a throw over the middle, caught by Sturdivant. Running to his right, makes the catch at the 45-yard line. Good chunk play there. Cooley defending on the play. But a little orbit route there on the motion chain and then the fake handoff. And a really good release here by Lex.
Yeah, we got a good protection. He dropped it right into the zone coverage right before the safety.
To the plus side of the field. Motion the tight end. And a throw to the left side. Lagway misses a leaping Vernell Brown just outside the near hash. Cooley was in the neighborhood, but that was unplayable for everybody.
Yeah, it was another RPO. I'd like to see the replay, but I'd like to get 13 involved here. If we're not sure we complete that RPO, let's hand it off.
Ball is on his right hip. That's number 13. Lined up behind the right tackle, basically. 2nd and 10 at the 45 of LSU. 13-10, Tigers lead it. Ball now shifts to the left of Lagway. Off the right hash, trips left, single right. Pressure coming up the middle. Dump it off to 13 to the left side. Ball made the catch, but got nowhere. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled to the 45 by Harold Perkins Jr., having himself a usual game.
Yeah, we changed the play again. We're lining up, looking at what they're doing, and then we're changing the play. I like it. They kind of got a good feel on what Blake Baker's doing defensively. That was a good call, but Najee Harris was getting out on the screen and just whiffed on his block.
Big play here, 3rd and 10. Mizell has returned. First action for him in the second half. Trips right, single left. Mizell motions right to left. Lagway in the shotgun from the 45 of LSU. 102,000. Here comes the blitz. Lagway flushed out, grabbed, and sacked. He slowed him up. Back to the Florida 46, and Keys finished him off. First sack on either side comes here on the opening drive for the Gators, and DOMO will come out to punt.
Well, it was all-out blitz. We got to know where our hots are, where we got to get rid of the football if they bring more than we can block. I don't know if Jaden Ball missed his assignment or if DJ thought he could outrun those guys, but we got to get that ball out of our hands.
Thomas at his own 10, back for LSU. Dolman sends it down the center of the field. Fair catch called for, and grabbed by Thomas near his own 16-yard line. Ends up being a 39-yard punt. And there's a timeout in Baton Rouge. So the Gators had the first offensive possession of the third and have to kick it away after gaining 1 first down. We'll take a break. 11:38 to go in the third. LSU 13, Florida 10 on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fans section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
This is Gators football from Learfield.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check if they're going for it on 4th down before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and in the swamp, it gets loud, it gets crazy, it gets epic. That's why you always have to bring your A-game, just like the Florida Gators. At Good Greek, we're no different. Our team trains at our Superhero Movers Academy to ensure a stress-free move on time and on budget. And as the official mover of the Florida Gators, they know Good Greek will never drop the ball. Good Greek Moving and Storage, the official mover of your Florida Gators.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
LSU 13, Florida 10. Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. One stat I haven't looked at tonight, Shea Matthews, time of possession. LSU's going to get their first offensive touch here in the second half, but as of right now, 20 minutes, 8 seconds for the Gators offensively with the football, 13 minutes, 14 seconds for LSU. And if not for a short field, it's probably the Gators in front.
Yeah, and there's no question about that. The 2 turnovers are pretty much the difference in the ball game right now, but it's been a defensive struggle all night long.
LSU's won 4 straight SEC openers. The Gators are trying to avoid losing their 4th in the last 5. LSU football for the first time in the third quarter, 11:38 on the clock. Then it's 1st and 10 at the 17 for the Tigers. Nussmeier shifts into the pistol and has 2 to each side. He'll turn and hand it off. Starting right, cutting back left, and into the arms of Jamari Lyons. Ball carrier down after a gain of just about a yard.
Yeah, Jaden Robinson and Jamari Lyons read that run play very well.
Aiden Durham started at running back for the Tigers tonight. He starts the second half in the same position. We've also seen Johnson, Berry on the field as well at that spot. 2nd and 9 at the 18. Anderson motions right to left. Speeds up now toward the far sideline. Snap back to Nussmeier, fakes the handoff, pressure coming. Nussmeier throws over the middle, broken up at the 31-yard line. Thornton knocked it away from Thomas as he was crossing to the near sideline, and it was Sapp who was closing in on Nussmeier.
Yeah, got good pressure right up in the face of Garrett Nussmeier, and he was throwing that off his back foot. That ball fluttered on that crossing route. Boy, he threw that one. That was dangerous.
Yes. Now 3rd and 9. LSU 3 of 8 on 3rd down tonight from the 18. Empty. Shotgun snap. Pocket closing. Throws over to his left, and it's knocked down by Miles Graham. That's the second pass breakup by Graham tonight. The intended receiver was the tight end, Sharp. And Nussmeier now with that miss is 11 of 21.
Yeah, this is a good play by Miles.
Number 10 is now number 84.
3 and out for LSU.
24 is now 47.
Well, looking like the Matrix there for Graham. Vernell Brown in position here to really do damage on special teams. Chadwick kicks it down the right side. Brown backs up along the near hash. Fields at the 25, starts right, cuts back left. 30, 35 to the near sideline. 40, it's out of bounds at the 46. Nearly a late hit by LSU as well on Brown as he came into the near sideline. A good return by Vernell Brown III.
Excellent return.
54-yard punt. But Brown has basically put the Gators in position here for just over half a field to go. Look at the cutback to his left.
Yeah, it was
47 is now back to number
tremendous return. Now, man, we got this field position here. You know me, Sean, at this part of the field right here, and a change of possession.
Say it.
Let's take a shot. I mean, just tell Sturdivant to run a deep post or a go route, a little play action, and launch it.
Langley on the near hash sends Wilson in motion left to right. Out of the shotgun with ball on his right hip. Tigers have brought a lot of pressure tonight and mixed looks. Lagway, sensing it, has changed the play at the line of scrimmage. 2 in a stack to his right. They'll hand off the ball, squeezing up the middle. Carries it for a gain of maybe 3. I'd say 4, but the spot may not go Florida's way here. It's in between. 3.5 yards on the game.
Yeah, we may have had a shot play or a pass play call, but we checked, seeing what LSU was doing defensively. Good run by Jaden Ball.
Wilson changes sides of the field. Going to line up with Brown to the right. Sturdivant, wide receiver left. Second down and call it 7. Fake the handoff. Lagway, quarterback run. Big room. 45. Cuts right. Ooh, took a shot, but he's got the first down at the 41-yard line. Good old-fashioned collision there with Cooley. Everybody's okay, and the Gators move the chains here on a run by Lagway.
Yeah, I really want to see this replay because it's a pass play. We're pulling to take a shot, but I think DJ just sees green grass and a hole open up and hits it.
First and 10 at the LSU 41. Gators trailing 13-10, 9:36 to go in the third quarter. 2 to each side for Lagway. Perkins showing pressure off the edge. He'll sling it out toward the left, and guess who? Perkins knocks it down. He not only fended off a blocker, but swatted the pass down. Did it hit him in the helmet?
It may have. It was RPO. They were showing blitz, so that's what you're supposed to do is throw the RPO, but he gets in the passing lane, and he gets a big old paw on one of them.
Yeah, his right hand.
Well, good thing that thing didn't pop right back to him.
He is
for the interception.
Ball has gone out as a receiver to the left. Trips left to right. Empty here. Lagway on 2nd and 10 from the 41. 4 on the rush. Lagway moves out of the pocket to his right. Shovels it out to Hansen. Flag down in the backfield. Hansen makes the catch and is knocked out of bounds at the 36. Might be a hold here against the Gators.
Holding. Offense number 71. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
It's the backup guard out of Jacksonville, Roderick Kearney. And for the Gators, that's her 5th penalty on the night.
You know, sometimes, Sean, because DJ takes off running here, if he doesn't take off running that way, it probably not in the vision of the referee, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were in empty there, and he saw green grass, so he took off running.
2nd and 20 as a result, and it's back on the wrong side of the field at the Gators 49. Snap it off the eye of the Tiger. Flag with the shotgun with trips left. Fakes the handoff. Wide receiver screen out to Wilson. Blown up. He made the catch, but he's dropped it for a gain of 1.5 yards. West Weeks had his way with it. And the linebacker brings down Wilson, and the Gators have 3rd and forever here now. 3rd and we'll call it 19. The line to gains the LSU 31, basically.
I mean, if you pick up 10 or 12 yards, you may get a
I think you go for a huge play here, and if something goes wrong, it's a punt. Ball motions out as a wide receiver right. Snap back to Lagway. They rush forward. Oh, it's picked off at the 43-yard line. Down the right sideline. Lagway can't catch him. Intercepted. And a pick six by Deshaun Spears. He's got 2 picks tonight. That one's for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's the play we've been running a lot, 3-by-1 with the slant on the single receiver side, but he just stared at it and kind of didn't really put much on it.
Deshaun Spears out of nearby Denham Springs, Louisiana. He had a school record, 10 interceptions as a junior in high school, and he's got one here now as a sophomore at LSU. And the Tigers lead at 19-10, extra point pending. It's going to be potentially now 10 points off turnovers as Slaughter goes over to console Lagway on the Gators sideline. Ramos for the extra point. And it is good. So the lead at 10 for the Tigers. We'll take a timeout. 8:08 to go in the third, and the Gators have a hole to climb out of here now in Baton Rouge. Third-ranked LSU 20, Florida 10 on the Gators Sports Network from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Gator pride. When I'm carrying the Gators Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra orange and blue gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Go Gators from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Gators to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
If an insurance company is there to sell you insurance, shouldn't it also be there to service it with real people? At Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help. We're focused on your specific needs. That's why we have local agents working for you in every county across the state, offering competitive rates and fast, friendly service. It's more than insurance. It's the kind of treatment you deserve. Find a local agent at ffbic.com to set up your free, no-obligation insurance review. Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best. Proud to support Gators Athletics.
This is Florida football from Learfield.
My husband, Steve, was diagnosed with prostate cancer. They only gave him months to live. That was years ago. Now, he's out there, under the tree. Nature photography is his thing. And apparently, so is catching poison ivy.
Oof, so itchy. UF Health. Human progress has no finish line.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it! Let's go!
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone!
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Tiger Stadium's roaring now. The third-ranked LSU Tigers lead Florida 20-10. Pick six for Spears. And 8:08 left in the third quarter. Before we continue, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 seconds for ID on the Gators Sports Network from Learfield. Sean Kelly, Shane Matthews, Tate Casey here from Tiger Stadium tonight. Jeff Cardozo is our producer. Steve Egan, in his 30th season, master engineer, and Jack Stuckey, our spotter. 10 points off turnovers now for LSU. And the Gators go back at it here offensively, right to left after the Burrell kick. Send it down the center of the field. It's headed for the H goalpost here at LSU. Touchback, and the Gators will begin at their own 25. Let's get a VyStar Credit Union sideline report. VyStar Credit Union, do good, bank better. Take Casey.
All right, guys, we talked about deferring the kickoff, right? Getting the defense off to a hot start, play well in the first half. You come out, have an opportunity to break out of the half with some points on the board right there. You get a short field, and weren't able to work with it. Another turnover. Florida just shooting themselves in the foot. If they can keep the ball in their possession and execute plays, there's plays there.
You want to piggyback off that, Shane?
I agree. I mean, we're only down 10. We got a lot of football left here. We need to put together a drive here and put some points on the board.
Lagway in his first road SEC start. Wants it on the right hash, and he's in the pistol with Jacoby Jackson at running back now. Trips in a triangle to his left.
We need to hurry.
4 on the play clock. Wilson motions, and the flag goes down. And the Gators.
Before the snap, false start, offense, everybody but the center. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, it was either going to be delay a game or a false start.
Yeah, and that one is crowd-induced. 102,000 plus have been roaring since the Spears pick 6. 6th penalty on the Gators. First and 15 to the 20. It is deafening. Hanson motions out, 3 to his left. Lagway takes the shotgun snap. Pocket holding all day here. Scoots to his right, points, and throws to Brown, and makes the catch. Steps out of bounds to the right sideline at the Florida 28.5-yard line. So it's a gain of about 8.5, and there's an LSU defender down.
Timeout for a defensive injury.
It's all the way back at the 11 on the opposite sideline of us, and it's West Weeks. His brother Witt was ejected for targeting back in the first quarter. Full timeout to attend to West Weeks. And his brother, who was ejected earlier, has run across the field to see his brother. We'll take a break. 8:01 to go in the third quarter. LSU 20, Florida 10 on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
They say good things come to those who wait. But with delivery or curbside pickup from Publix, powered by Instacart, now they come without the wait. In as little as an hour, you could have the good stuff like key lime pie and chocolate chip cookies come right to your door. Get started at Publix.com/shop because you can never have too much of a good thing. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Item prices vary from item prices in physical store locations. Fees, tips, and taxes may apply, subject to terms and availability.
Hey Gator fans, this is Coach Billy Napier of the Florida Gators. Did you know Florida's dairy farmers produce 300 million gallons of milk each year? They care for their cows and the land to ensure a sustainable future so you never run out of fresh Florida milk. All season long, you can strengthen your chomp by entering to win free milk and cookies for a year, thanks to Florida's hardworking dairy farmers. To enter, visit floridamilk.com/gators. That's floridamilk.com/gators.
This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
At VyStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring University of Florida fans better banking. Open a VyStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. All for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of VyStar's local branches or visit VyStarCU.org. VyStar Credit Union, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Go Gators!
When the unexpected happens, you need a legal team that's ready to fight for you, just like the Florida Gators. At Meldon Law, we're proud to partner with the Florida Gators to deliver winning results for those who have been injured at no fault of their own. With a strong record of success and a team that won't back down, Meldon Law is your trusted partner in tough times. Call Meldon Law at 352-373-8000 or visit us at meldonlaw.com.
I'm Kevin Winter on the Talent and Wealth Management scoreboard in Oxford. Fourth quarter, Ole Miss still with a 10-point lead over Arkansas, 38-28. Meanwhile, Texas A&M early third leads at Notre Dame 28-24. Vanderbilt 21, South Carolina 7. Miami beats South Florida 49-12. Talon Wealth Management, the official wealth management team of the Florida Gators. Compensation paid to Learfield for partnership with the Florida Gators. Sean Kelly, back to you in Baton Rouge.
All right, Kevin, thanks. That sets us up for next week. Florida at Miami at Hard Rock. We're going to kick it off at just after 7 or just after 7:30. That'll be determined tomorrow. Sean Kelly, Shea Matthews take Casey back here at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. Gators facing 2nd and 6 at their own 29, down 20-10 here in the third. 3 interceptions thrown by DJ Lagway tonight. 2 have resulted in points. 1 directly, the most recent, pick 6. Wilson motions. Take the jet to him. Hand it off to Jackson. Runs straight ahead along those hash marks. Crosses the 30. He's brought down there. It's going to set up Shea Matthews 3rd and a long 4 after the tackle by Davion Key.
Yeah, this is an important third down right here, Sean, because we need to answer with a drive, putting some type of points on the board. You know, we got a full quarter and it's a little over 7 minutes here in the third. We got plenty of time to come back in this football game.
And both starting linebackers for LSU are out. 1 ejected, 1 on the sidelines with an injury, both named Weeks. Jackson back into the backfield. 3rd and again, almost 5. Off the 31. Lagway to throw. Goes underneath, crossing, and a catch made right near the line of the game. The spot is everything here on the catch by Brown, who was brought down immediately by Singleton, the backup linebacker. They're going to give it to him. First down, Gators at the 35. How about knowing where the line is? That's a good job.
Yes, good catch by Vernell Brown III, too. A contested catch with a guy all over him. We needed that badly.
Brown now has 7 receptions for 46 yards. New career high for him.
Zone coverage.
1st and 10 out of a 2x2. Lagway takes the shotgun snap. Pocket closing. He's in trouble and sacked. All the way back at the 27-yard line by Jacobian Guillory II. That was a mess.
Yeah, we got to figure out somehow block them better, but we got to get rid of that football just to keep us out of 2nd and 18 or 19, whatever this is.
Najee Harris has got his leverage off and blocked him into the quarterback, who then grabbed him. 2 sacks for the Tigers now. It is 2nd and 18 at the Gators 27, down by 10. Hanson in motion. Out to the left flat. Lagway to throw, doesn't see him. Throws on a crossing route to the right side. Mizell with a leaping catch. First down, Florida. Mizell with multiple receptions in tonight's game. Down at the 49-yard line, tackled by Keys.
I don't know if my glasses misled me there, but when he let it go, it looked like that ball sailed out of his hands and it was going to be intercepted. But Mizell came out of nowhere to catch it. That was a great catch.
It had a wobble to it, that's for sure. 1st and 10, Florida at the 49. And off Jackson. Left side, got a hole. Grabbed by his jersey from behind and pulled down. That kept it from being a chunk play. It ends up being a gain of maybe 3.5. Dominic McKinley got a fistful of the back of Jackson's jersey. So Lagway communicates to the right side of the line, just inside the left hash. The ball will be snapped here on the plus side of the field. Wilson motions left to right. Call it 2nd and 7 here. Gators fighting through this crowd noise. Snap back to Lagway. Hands it off to Jackson. Broke a tackle in the backfield. Loosening to his left. Forced out of bounds. There's a flag back behind where the run saw its initial contact. Please don't be another holding penalty.
Holding. Offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty for them.
Another one on Najee Harris.
Boy, it's hard to call a play, Sean, when it's 2nd and a mile.
Gators for holding. Replay, 2nd down.
Harris is the left guard. I don't see the hole, but It's been a flag-heavy officiating room. 2nd down and 17 with 4:10 to go in the third, down by 10. From the Florida 42, Lagway takes the snap, climbs the pocket, pump fake, tucks it, runs, and is brought down at about the 47-yard line. So 5 or 6 yards on the carry for Lagway.
That was interesting. They brought a 6-man pressure. Jaden Ball did a good job stepping up in the A gap. And then DJ saw some room to run, but it closed very quickly.
Now 3rd and 13. On the 47. The line to gain is the LSU 41. Blitz coming. Lagway takes the snap. Retreats, throws to a crossing Hansen. The tight end makes the catch, but he's brought down at midfield on the near side. Spears brings down Hansen, and the Gators will punt on 4th and 9 at the 50.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Blake Baker on these 3rd and really longs, a lot of times teams want to play zone and keep it in front of them, but he's brought pressure. But then you got to know where you got to go with the football, get it out of your hands. LSU's done a good job tackling when the ball's thrown.
Thomas deep, back near his 10, and a timeout called by LSU.
They didn't have enough guys out there.
First charge timeout. LSU.
I thought they did.
30 seconds.
Well, he ran on late.
Okay. 2:39 to go in the third. And Brian Kelly's hot on the near sideline. Let's bring Tate Casey back into this thing. ViStar Credit Union sideline report. All yours, Tate.
Yeah, fellas, I mean, if you look at the linebacker core for LSU right now, depleted from injury, it's almost a wonder why we're not taking advantage of some of the middle of the field on these quick hot routes, as much pressure as they bring on 3rd down.
Good point.
Well, they're getting help from the back end. Like we called Spears' name, Cooley's name, and then Harold Perkins Jr., who used to be a linebacker. But I see your point. I mean, both of the Weeks brothers not participating. Snap back to Doman at the LSU timeout. Sidewinding punt. Fair catch called for at the 9. So Doman claps his hands. He's stuck LSU inside their 10 with a 42-yard punt. And so up 20-10, LSU will begin deep in their own end with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah, another chance partner here for our defense to make a stand, to give us good field position. I mean, you're looking at it, we've had the ball twice as much as they have in time of possession today. Just can't get drives going.
Florida's run 20 more plays offensively than LSU, 55-35. Again, 10 points off turnovers. It's the difference in the game. Field goal after the second interception thrown by Lagway, and a pick 6 on his third. Nussmeier empty here. 3-by-2 set. All day to throw. Crossing route caught by Anderson. At the 15 to his left. Room to run. 35. And wrestled out of bounds at the Gators bench at the 40. And just like that, that field position no longer a problem for the Tigers.
That was a very well-designed play. They motioned to empty, and they had one of their better receivers who's extremely shifty, isolated with Miles Graham. He ran a little jerk move where he goes in there and just kind of stops and then accelerates. It's hard on a linebacker.
It's 4 receptions now for Anderson. That one good for 31 yards. It's the longest pass play on either side in the game. 1st and 10 at the LSU 40. Motion by Parker to the left. Hand off. And Johnson through the right side. It's a great run here of 7 yards out to the LSU 47 before Brendan Bett pulls him down from behind. Juan Johnson out of Lafayette.
That wide toss out of the shotgun has been their best run play tonight.
Sets up 2nd and 2. 1:28 to go in the third. 2 to each side here for Nussmeier after an initial clap. Audibles. Johnson on his right hip. From the right hash, back to Nussmeier. Gators have pressure. Flush him out of the pocket to the left. And Nussmeier will throw it away over the Gators bench to his left. Brendan Bett was in pursuit to move him away from the initial pocket.
Yeah, that was great pressure by the front four defensively there.
For a defensive injury.
Nussmeier did a tremendous job turning on his by his right shoulder, reversing out and throwing the ball out of bounds.
And an injured player down is Caleb Banks for Florida. Back in his first game of the season. And he was a force in the first half. So already without Mekhi Barrow, injured in practice this week. Now Banks. And he will limp to the Gators sideline. That is a blow. Guys have been backing up what is now a real shorthanded situation. Jeremiah McLeod, Lyons, Brian Taylor, and Joseph Mbachu. LSU faces now 3rd and 2 at their own 48 with 1:06 to play in the third. Gators have more yards, more plays, more first downs, more third down conversions. But trail by 10. And it's turnovers and penalties. So 3rd and 2 here. Looks like Lyons is coming to play a tackle. Fake the hand off. Nussmeier swings it out to the tight end, left side. And he's cut down before getting the line to gain by Cormani McLean, who came up from that far corner to knock down Bowers Sharp. They're going to be a yard short.
Tremendous play by Cormani McLean.
Wow.
I mean, my goodness, that looked like when the ball was released, easy first down for the tight end out in the flat.
We'll have Tate Casey check on Caleb Banks as soon as he's able to get a look and see perhaps what that situation is. Vernell Brown III at his own 9. And Chadwick to punt on 4th and 1. Just got it away. Gators came after it. He booms it down the left sideline and sticks it inside the 5 on the far sideline. This is down at the 2. What a punt by Chadwick. And they came after it, Shane. Gators almost got a hand on it. So, with 18 seconds left in the third, DJ Lagway, who has a couple, 3 of them to be exact, 90-plus yard scoring drives in his career.
Well, we need
one here.
And what we need to do is go on a hard count, a hard clap, whatever, because if we jump all sides, we're going to be penalized about a foot.
Yeah.
Or maybe half a yard. But if they jump all sides, an easy 5. And maybe just take a shot here. You know, go on a hard count. Let's throw one down the field. Maybe we get pass interference if we don't complete it.
1st and 10 at the Florida 2. 2 tight ends on the field. Lagway takes the shotgun snap, takes the handoff, throws it to Livingston on the right flat. And the Gators tight end makes the catch and gets a couple more here. This is going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, it's a good play call coming out of your own backed up there. Good throw. Right on the numbers for DJ. Hit him in stride.
It's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
The end of the third quarter.
Gators face 2nd and short, less than a yard, it looks like. And they'll flip the field, and the Gators will move left to right when we come back. Looking for a comeback here in Baton Rouge. 3rd-ranked LSU 20, Florida 10. End of the third on the Gators Sports Network from Learfield.
To aim higher, run faster is what elite athletes do. Always strive for better. At UF Health, we have that same DNA. To not just treat a stroke, but to create a fleet of mobile stroke treatment units. To not just do research, but to use AI to save lives with one of the most powerful supercomputers in academia. We believe, like athletes, that human progress has no finish line. UF Health, National Medical Center for Team USA.
Some people
Just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of the Florida Gators, helping the world keep promises.
Hey, fellow Floridians, we're the Wombles.
We're retirees with 5 grandkids.
And huge fans of natural gas. When the kiddos visit from Ohio, we go through towels like pool water. That's why we love our natural gas dryer. It dries in a jiff.
So we use less energy and save money, too.
Yep.
Now earn up to a $300 cashback rebate when you install a new energy-efficient natural gas dryer. To learn more, go to peoplesgas.com/rebates.
Live from Baton Rouge, you're listening to live coverage of Florida and LSU. This is Gators football.
Calling Baton Rouge here at Tiger Stadium. Most of the 102,000 plus have stayed around for the start of the fourth quarter. Third-ranked LSU leads Florida 20-10. Fireworks, the whole 9 yards. Fire and flashing wristbands all around Death Valley. Sean Kelly, Shane Matthews, Tate Casey. Gators have the football here and are trying to engineer a 98-yard drive. Get right back into the football game here, Shane, as we start the fourth. Lagway can overcome his 3 interceptions by taking this team down the field here to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Now all bets are off if he can do it.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, we got a chance right here. Just got to keep playing. I mean, heck, I threw 5 interceptions in the game. You just got to keep playing and see what can happen. You get some momentum here. It's not like LSU's really done a whole lot. We just shot ourselves in the foot.
Let's get Tate Casey back in here. We're going to try and get an update on Caleb Banks, who left late in the third with an injury here in his first game back. Tate, what have you seen, learned? What can you tell us?
Yeah, University of Florida health staff Caleb Banks walked to the LSU tunnel, which in my opinion can only mean one thing, that he may have gone back for x-rays. Lower left leg, unknown at this point whether we'll see him back in the game.
All right, Tate, that's very, very unfortunate. Thank you very much. So the Gators now moving left to right. And against an LSU defense who's been great this year, but they're without their 2 starting linebackers here to start the fourth quarter. Livingston motions left to right. Turning a handoff, the ball. Left side, got a hole. Cuts back inside the hash marks. And he gets an explosive run out to the 25-yard line. That's a gain of about 14 yards. Tackle made by Cooley.
That was a heck of a run. Great vision by Jaden Ball. And a big, big run on first down.
This drive started at the Gators 2. Sturdivant, one of 2 receivers left. Mizell's in the slot to that same side. Out of the pistol. Lagway, toss sweep, right side ball. Coming to the LSU bench. Shouldered out of bounds after a gain of about 2.5, maybe 3 yards. Let's see where the spot is here. We have second down and we'll call it about 7. The gain was just over 3 yards. Tackle made by Halsey, the safety. Ball remains in a running back, left of Lagway in the shotgun. Trips right, single left. Out of the 3-by-1 to the tight end. Wobler thrown out left flat, broken tackle on the catch by Ball. Advancing toward the 29 and brought down there. It could have been really bad, and then it could have been really good. It was a missed tackle and then a good tackle by LSU.
Yeah, they brought pressure off the edge. DJ had to get rid of it quickly to Ball and like a little swing pass. Their first linebacker fired at his feet. He broke the tackle, and the safety cleaned it up.
Gators 5 of 13 on third down. Face 3rd and 4 here. This is Madison play. Down by 10. Ball shifts out of the backfield. Now comes back to the left hip of Lagway. 2-by-2 set. Ball motions out. Lagway, pressure coming. Throws it left side. Broken up. Intended for Brown on the numbers near the 35. Pinching with 2 defenders, and it's broken up by Delane.
LSU played zone there, and Burnell just tried to go from the slot, just kind of work between the 2 underneath defenders. And are we really going for this?
Sure looks like it. This is 4th and 4 at the Florida 29. Wilson is 1 of 3 to the right. Tunkara and Brown. Time called.
We need to punt this.
Second charge timeout. LSU
calls the timeout.
Media.
Wow, we'll take a full timeout. A smattering of boos there. So Gators showed that they were going for it on 4th and 4. LSU panicked, calls a timeout. We'll step aside. 13:09 to go, 4th quarter. LSU 20, Florida 10 on the Gators Sports Network from Learfield.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through September 30th, 2025. 0 down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Gator Nation, this season it's time to act for the greener good. UF and GFL are making great strides to reduce our footprint, and you can help.
Recyclable and compostable paper products, cups, straws, and food waste receptacles are available at the stadium.
Look for the signs and put it in the right can, Greener Gator fan. Think green as you cheer on the orange and blue. Call GFL at 352-377-0800 or visit us at gflenv.com. GFL, green for life.
This is Gators football from Learfield.
International Diamond Center is proud to be the first and only official jeweler of the Florida Gators. This is Florida's premier jeweler. IDC's selection is second to none with direct importer prices on exquisite diamonds, world-renowned designer engagement rings, one-of-a-kind fashion jewelry, and elegant Swiss timepieces. Gators fans deserve the best, and IDC delivers with world-class service and the strongest warranties in the industry. International Diamond Center, where Gator Nation shops for jewelry.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? Choose Barbasol, quality shave and trusted value. Here's what just happened if you're just joining us. By the way, it's 20-10. LSU leads Florida. Gators showed they were going to go for it at 4th and 4 at their own 29, and it forced LSU to burn a timeout. It may come in handy later. Now the Gators will punt. Tommy Doman and the punt team is on the field. Xavion Thomas drops back for LSU. Drive started at the 2 for Florida. They'll kick it away here down 10, and Doman hammers a punt. Fair catch called for by Thomas inside his own 20. See if they spot this at about the 19. That's where they will. So Doman put a good leg into it. No return, which is so good against this LSU team with Thomas and Perrion Brown as the returners.
We need a turnover, Sean.
Let's go down to Tate Casey. Tate, what do you got?
Yeah, fellas, a little bit of update on the LSU side. Linebacker Wes Weeks out with a left calf, not going to be returned in the game.
Okay, thank you. His brother, Whit, was ejected for targeting back in the first, and his brother Wes now done for the night. Meanwhile, LSU's offense begins this drive at their own 19. Garrett Nussmeier. 3-by-1 set. Takes the handoff, throws down the middle. Caught with the tight end at 40. 45, 40 in Gators territory to the outside numbers. And out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Bowers Sharp with the biggest play of the night.
Yeah, it was a really good play-action pass, and he got Sharp, the tight end, isolated on Jaden Robinson right between the hash marks. Really good throw.
Just negated the punt. Sling it out to the right side. That's caught by Thomas. And the Gators run it perfectly. Dijon Johnson will make the play, and it's no gain after the 65-yard catch and run by Bowers Sharp. Transfer from Oklahoma.
Yeah, we played two-man, and it was, or either he was expecting help and somebody busted the coverage, but it looked like they isolated him on our middle linebacker.
Can you hold him to a field goal? Two to the left, one to the right. Now in motion, Anderson to the right. Hand off Juwan Johnson through the right side of the line. The ball's out! The ball's out! It's squirted back to the 30 and away from the Gators, and LSU able to cover it up at the Florida 30, or about the 33. Oh my goodness, there it was. There it was. I think it was punched out by Bryce Thornton. Gums raked it out. There it is on the replay. And Thornton was going for his third fumble recovery, and it was knocked out of his hands by Xavion Thomas. So now it's 3rd and 27 for LSU at the Gators 33. Nussmeier, the shotgun. 2 to each side. Takes the snap. Gators blitz. Flush him out. Flag down. Holding. Nussmeier will throw. The intercepted at the 30-yard line by D.D. Johnson. Turnover. And the Gators get the football back at their own 37-yard line.
My goodness. What a bad decision by Garrett Nussmeier. Showing the
Holding. Offense, number 75. That penalty's declined. Results in play is an interception. First down, Florida.
What a wild swing here now with 10:55 to go. First the 60-plus yard punt, then the 65-yard play by LSU. The punch out on the would-be turnover with a fumble that was recovered by LSU, and now the interception.
And Nussmeier just drifts outside the numbers on our sideline and throws a lazy ball back into the middle of the field between the hash marks. Right to us. We'll take it. Now let's take a shot right here and let's get back in the ball game.
Dijon Johnson with that interception. First one of the year for the Gators. Lagway takes the snap, hands it off. Jackson down the whole left side, spins off one man, and gets a nice gain out to the Gators 43-yard line. Keys on the stop.
We've run the ball better here in the second half, and I think it's like what Tate mentioned earlier. They got linebackers in there that don't ever play.
No. Singleton, Keys. That's it, really. Both backups. Gators down 10, 20-10, 10:28 to play. Amir Jackson in as a tight end. He and Hansen will come back to the formation on the right side. 2 in a stack to the left. Speed out there. They'll bring Wilson in motion. Fake the jet to him, fake the handoff to Jackson. Lagway's in trouble. He's going to tuck it and go. First down. Heading toward midfield and wrestled down at the Florida, we'll call it the 49-yard line. Gators moved the chains thanks to Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
Well, 2nd and short, and we were going for a home run play right there. DJ did a nice job, had some pressure inside, kind of slid to his left, and then decided to take off running for the first down.
All right, 1st and 10 at the Florida 49. Lagway shifts him into a pistol here. Double tight left. Jackson at the tail behind Lagway. Slaughter calls out the mic. reaches for the ball. Motion Wilson, fake the jet. Hand it off. Jackson with delayed handoff. Couple broken tackles, but he only gets a yard. They could have got him down in the backfield. Jackson escapes to get 1 yard on the carry.
Yeah, Jacoby broke multiple tackles there to keep that play from being a loss.
Tackle made by Ahmad Bro. And the Gators will shift now. Send both tight ends to the left with 2 receivers to the left. Off the right hash, Lagway moving left to right in the shotgun. 4 on the rush. Guns it. Almost intercepted at the 45 of LSU. A collision between Trey Wilson and P.J. Woodland, the cornerback. And the ball ricochets incomplete.
Yeah, we were in the empty, that 4x1, trying to isolate the single receiver. They gave a 1 high look, but as soon as the ball was snapped, they jumped to 2 high, and the corner jumped that slant.
Yeah.
Maybe, well,
hit
slow go, slant go may work.
Yeah, hit Sturdivant the face mask. Hansen tight end right to the boundary. Sturdivant to his right. Shotgun snap. Lob it up over the top. Sturdivant breaks the catch right side, and then he's blasted by A.J. Halsey, the safety. Short of the line to gain. It's going to bring up 4th down.
They brought a corner cat, the corner blitz. Ball's on the right hash. LSU brought it from their sideline. DJ saw it, got it to Sturdivant. Crucial 4th down right here.
It's going to be 4th and 2 at the LSU 43-yard line. The Gators are going for it. Wilson's going to jog to the left. Tight end right, 3 receivers in a triangle to the left. Lagway, shotgun snap. They rush 4. Lagway climbed the pocket, now scoots right, lobs it to Ball down the right side, and he converted the 1st down in tight quarters. Lagway started scrambling to his right and then motioned Ball to go down the sideline a little bit and lobbed it up and over to him.
That was just like playing out in the backyard there.
Yeah,
DJ felt pressure inside. Couldn't see anybody. Started stepping up in the pocket, then rolled right. And, good job by Jaden Ball getting his feet in.
Ball has 7 catches tonight after not having any in the first 2 games. And timeout may be called here.
Review.
Previous play is under further review to review if the receiver did catch the ball, put inbounds or not.
Oh.
Well, his feet were in bounds. I don't know if I thought he had possession.
We're getting a lot of good looks here. ABC crew here tonight. Leaping catch. Oh, he clearly gets both feet down. And his heels were raised before he got knocked out of bounds. I think this is going to stay for the Gators here. It'll be 1st and 10 at the LSU 37. How'd you like to be able to sync up the game, radio and TV, and get our call as you watch on the television? Easy. Go to this website, syncmygame.com, to find out how. Official review. We'll take a break. 7:33 to play. 20-10 LSU over at Florida on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Gators, when you bring Hellman's creamy buffalo chicken dip to the watch party, you can be a couch coach, cheer too loud, or worse, bring a friend who knows nothing about football.
How do they get the yellow line to move on the field?
Because when you do dip with Hellman's, you can do no wrong. That's a Hail Mayo. Hellman's, the official mayonnaise of Florida Athletics. Bring out the best.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
No big deal, but you've been earning Kohl's Cash for 20 years. That's 2 decades of checkout wins. To celebrate, enter our month-long sweepstakes for a chance to win $200 in Kohl's Cash. Plus, save on fall faves during the Customer Appreciation event now. Yep, 2 decades of Kohl's Cash is a big deal. Shop Kohl's and brag accordingly. Coupon ends September 21st. Select styles. Some exclusions apply. Sweepstakes ends September 30th, 2025. No purchase necessary. 20 winners per day. Limit 1 prize per person for entire sweepstakes. See Kohls.com for official rules and details.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and in the swamp, it gets loud, it gets crazy, it gets epic. That's why you always have to bring your A game, just like the Florida Gators. At Good Greek, we're no different. Our team trains at our Superhero Movers Academy to ensure a stress-free move on time and on budget. And as the official mover of the Florida Gators, they know Good Greek will never drop the ball. Good Greek Moving and Storage, the official mover of your Florida Gators.
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Your superhero movers.
Live from Baton Rouge, you're listening to live coverage of Florida and LSU. This is Gators football.
Second time ever that an unranked Florida team visits a top 5 LSU team. The last time was 1958. All right, the Florida Dairy Farmers Review upheld. The call on the field was first down Gators on the catch by Jaden Baugh. Baugh has 6 catches tonight, 58 yards. He had 4 catches all of last year.
Okay, so we have to get points, whether it's a field goal or touchdown right now. We're probably in field goal range. We cannot take any sacks or have a penalty.
First and 10 Gators at the LSU 37. Lagway motions Wilson left to right. Takes the shotgun snap. Pressure coming. Let it rip down the left side. Deep ball for Sturdivant. Incomplete. He was in a tussle with Delane down near the 4, and the throw is over his head.
Yeah, just isolated one-on-one. Just a straight go route. And then the safety was coming over the top. Pretty good coverage by LSU.
Can that play set up something else?
I mean, it could, yeah. There's no question about that.
Gators took a shot on first and 10. Now second and 10. They'll shift Hansen and Wilson from the left to the right. 2 tight ends set. Lagway in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Guns it right side. Turnaround catch by Baugh. And because it was an errant throw, Baugh couldn't do much with it, and he is shut down after making the catch. And now the Gators will face 3rd and almost 9 after Halsey had an easy shot at Baugh.
Yeah, that was a good catch by Jaden Baugh. That was a high, hard one behind him to at least pick up a yard. But again, he can't take a sack here.
Extra defensive back out there for LSU. Empty for Lagway. 3-by-1 set with a tight end right. So 3-by-2 technically on 39 from the LSU 36. Lagway takes the snap. Fires down the middle for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone by LSU. Cooley will down into the end zone. And it's a 4th interception thrown by Lagway, and they get 0 points. There's 6:26 to go.
So we motioned to empty. 42, their linebacker went out with Jaden Baugh. You know it's some type of man. They play too high, 2-man. And if you throw a seam route against man coverage in the middle of the field, that ball's got to be complete 18 to 22 yards. That ball was thrown about 38 to 40 yards. The safeties are going to pick it off every time.
There were 2 primary defenders for LSU, and the 3rd is Cooley, and he picks off the long throw. Take a break. 6:26 to play. LSU 20, Florida 10 on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Gold Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
My best friend Riley loved going to the beach. She was a great swimmer. Then one day, during a swim meet, she collapsed. She had cancer, Hodgkin lymphoma. She spent months getting care at UF Health. The doctors did so much, even put her in a clinical trial. I wish we could go to the beach right now. But she's working.
Out of the water.
She's on lifeguard duty. Maybe we'll head out when her shift is done.
UF Health. Human progress has no finish line.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it! Let's go!
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone!
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Gator fans, this is Coach Billy Napier. Dreamfinders Homes is the official home builder of the Florida Gators. They continue building quality new homes from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa. Headquartered in Florida, Dreamfinders Homes focuses on beautifully styled, quality built new homes in the most desirable areas across the state and at the best value. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for all the available inventory and great interest rate incentives. Go Gators!
Live from Baton Rouge, you're listening to live coverage of Florida and LSU. This is Gators football.
Modelo, a proud partner of the Florida Gators. Grab a refreshing Modelo Especial or Modelo Gelada Limon y Sal, brewed for full-time Gator fans. Drink responsibly.
Nice job, Shea Matthews. 6:26 to go. LSU, after the interception, has it 1st and 10 at their own 20. All 4 of Lagway's interceptions have come on 3rd down tonight. Nussmeier takes the snap, hands it off, and a run to the right will produce a 3-yard gain here. On the carry by Harlem Berry, Brian Taylor makes the tackle. LSU has held the Gators at 10 points. They've held each of their first 2 opponents at 10 or fewer points for the first time since 2017. The last time LSU held its first 3 opponents of the season to 10 or fewer, 2007. They won the national championship. Ball on the 23 for the Tigers. Shotgun snap to Nussmeier. Shovels it to his right to Durham. Cuts back inside and comes close to the line of game before another tackle by Brian Taylor Jr. We're going to get an injury update from Tate Casey after this next play. 5.5 minutes to go. Now the Gators have all 3 of their timeouts. LSU won. But the difference in the game, the turnovers. 10 points off turnovers. There's the difference. 4 turnovers in all by Lagway, 1 by LSU. Oh, and Miles Graham comes up and slams down the running back. Tackle for a loss, and Caden Durham didn't even see him coming.
We call timeout, I believe.
Yes. That's going to bring up 4th down. All right, Tate Casey, let's get that injury update.
Well, guys, Gators defense holding strong right now, doing it without Caleb Banks, who left a little bit earlier with a lower left leg injury. Back out of the LSU tunnel on crutches and a walking boot on that left foot. So he will be without Caleb Banks for the rest of the game.
All right, Tate, thank you for unfortunate news there. So 4:59 to go. And both teams will huddle up. We'll keep it right here. Actually, they just adjusted the clock. It's 5:03
Florida
to go.
now, number 24 is now 47.
This game ain't over, Sean.
No, sir.
We got to pick up our tempo here. Maybe Vernell give us a good return. Score quickly. We still got 2 timeouts and the 2-minute stoppage.
Well, VB3. Let's see what you got here. Chadwick to punt on 4th and 3. Gets it away off his right foot. Brown's going to let it bounce. And it takes a massive roll for LSU. It's going to roll all the way down and out of bounds on the far sideline near the 14-yard line. That ball rolled 20 yards. Brown didn't want to run up and try and make the catch. So now the Gators, with 2 timeouts remaining, will begin this drive officially at their own 15-yard line.
15. Got to go fast.
Jaden Ball out as the running back. Sturdivant Wilson, Brown, Hanson are the receivers. LSU just gets on the field defensively.
They're not even covering Hayden Hanson.
No. Hanson's wide open down the left side.
They don't even see him. Now they see him.
Lagway takes the snap, 4 on the rush. Pocket closing. Scrambles to his left at the 3. Runs up to the 10. Flag down as he goes out of bounds. It got hit hard. Lagway goes down awkwardly to the far sideline. This may be a hold here. Still waiting on the indication. Dominic McKinley, defensive tackle,
11.
flushed him out. They're picking the flag up.
Holding.
Nope.
Offense, number 58. That penalty's declined. Results of the play, 2nd down.
You know, Sean, I'd like to see the replay on that one too. You know, a lot of times we had good protection there. They were playing coverage. A lot of times when the quarterback leaves the pocket, it automatically makes that defender chase, and so then the lineman just naturally grabs. Because they expect him to be in the pocket area.
The loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and 11. They decline the penalty. Lagway scoots out of the pocket, rolling right, throws over the middle, sit down and catch at the 26 by Vernell Brown, the 3rd. Good for a first down out to the 29.
Yeah, good job escaping there. Yep. He stepped up in the pocket, then moved out. Saw Vernell in the middle between the hash marks, put it right on him.
4:02, 4:01, clock rolling. Got to hurry here. Lagway with ball on his left hip. 2-by-2 set. Takes the snap. Lagway throws right side. Caught Hanson at the 44, right over the defender, and steps out of bounds on the near sideline, just beyond the reach of Halsey.
Boy, that was a phenomenal throw. It was very close to being intercepted again on the LSU sideline.
Lagway, 32 of 47. Career high pass attempts for Lagway tonight. 1st and 10 of the 46. Shotgun snap. Blitz coming. Throws right side. Hanson goes up to get it and steps out of bounds on the near sideline at the LSU 49.
Yeah, good choice by DJ. We ran a smash concept. Slot receiver Sturdivant ran a corner route. That's the one that he forced in the first quarter, I believe, on the interception when he should have just thrown the flat. Threw the flat there. Good read.
Hanson's got 7 catches tonight. 2nd down and 5. Lagway to throw. Right side again. Hanson again. Makes the catch. Steps out of bounds at the LSU 46. So Hanson with a career high in catches tonight. Sets up 3rd down and about 1.5 yards for the Gators. Lead the 44 of LSU. Hanson motions right to left. Handed off to Ball. 1st down Gators. Ball keeps his feet moving and crosses the 40. The spot's going to put it down, I think, at the 39, yes. Mathis on the tackle.
And they didn't get another playoff here for the 2-minute timeout.
2:24 and counting. Gators with 23 first downs, but trailing by 10. Blitz coming. Lagway, pocket closing, scrambles to his left, stays inside, lobs it up right side, intercepted at the 35-yard line. Intercepted by the freshman DJ Pickett out of Zephyr Mills, Florida. Did he try to throw it away, or did he think he could complete it, Shane?
I think he thought he could complete it. You know, he was just retreating, and it took a long time. And, you know, you may get away with those in high school, but not in this league.
5th interception from Lagway. The closest receiver was Jaden Baugh, and he threw it on a leap to the right side. Mizell was in the neighborhood, tried to break it up, but an interception, the first of his career for Pickett.
Look, nobody knows how DJ feels but me. I've thrown 5 interceptions at Mississippi State. It's not a great feeling.
2:07 to go. First and 10 at the Tiger 37. Hand it off to Barry. And he'll get a gain of 3 to the 40. Driven back by Brian Taylor. And I'll take us to the 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout.
Step aside, LSU football with 2 minutes to go and up by 10. Third-ranked LSU 20, Florida 10 on the Gators Sports Network from Learfield.
If an insurance company is there to sell you insurance, shouldn't it also be there to service it with real people? At Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help. We're focused on your specific needs. That's why we have local agents working for you in every county across the state, offering competitive rates and fast, friendly service. It's more than insurance. It's the kind of treatment you deserve. Find a local agent at ffbic.com to set up your free no-obligation insurance review. Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best. Proud to support Gators Athletics.
Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
They're not just the Gators, they're your Gators. Customize your eligible Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today and show your Gator pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Gators. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official retail bank of the Florida Gators. Copyright 2025 Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
It's time to get off the sidelines and into the game of saving lives. Gator Nation, did you know you can score a touchdown for life when you donate blood with One Blood, the official blood center of the Florida Gators? One donation can save up to 3 lives. Now that's a game-changing number. Be the MVP and make the ultimate life-saving play. Together we can score big and save lives. Visit oneblood.org to find a One Blood donor center or Big Red Bus blood drive near you and share your power to save lives.
Live from Baton Rouge, you're listening to live coverage of Florida and LSU. This is Gators Football.
I'm Kevin Winter on the Talent and Wealth Management scoreboard. Still a long way to go in South Bend, Indiana. At Notre Dame, the Irish lead Texas A&M 34-31. 10 minutes left in that ball game. Meanwhile, Vanderbilt is going to do it. They've gone into Columbia. They have a 31-7 lead over South Carolina. 1:30 and rolling in the fourth quarter. Sean Kelly and the Commodores are about to go to 3-0 and 1-0 in SEC play. Back to you, Shane and Tate.
All right, thanks, Kevin. The electric quarterback for South Carolina, Lenore Sellers, taken out earlier tonight due to injury. Meanwhile, LSU in a position here to win a 5th straight SEC opener. They have the ball with 2 minutes to play, facing 2nd and 7 of their own 40. Game's not over yet, but LSU in a position to not only win the game tonight, but take control of the all-time series against Florida. This would be 35 wins to 35 losses for LSU. There have been 3 ties over the now 73 meetings. 5 interceptions by DJ Lagway. The Gators had a touchdown called back due to a penalty earlier tonight. Florida with only 10 points on the board might just only have 2 touchdowns total in their last 2 games. We'll see how this plays out. Gators can stop the clock. This is a 2nd and 7, as I mentioned, from the 40. Garrett Nussmeier in the shotgun, or in the pistol rather, takes the snap, and they'll hand it off again. Yeah, it's to Durham. And he churns his feet to the 46, 1 yard shy of the first down. Lagway threw it.
Second charge timeout. Florida. 30 seconds in length.
Shane, I think this might be the first time since your 5 interception game at Mississippi State for a Gators quarterback to throw 5 interceptions.
Well, after I graduated, we had 2 quarterbacks, Werfel and Terry Dean, throw 7 against Kentucky.
Okay, all right.
I'm off the hook.
You're off the hook, and have been for some time. Not DJ's night. He threw for a career-high 49 pass attempts, Shane. 33 of 49, 287 yards, 1 TD, and 5 interceptions.
Yeah, I've always thought, the way we like to play offense, if he has more than like 27 to 28 attempts, that means we're trying to come from behind.
Yeah. Gators attempted 27 rushes tonight. Now, some of that was scramble runs by Lagway.
He just had too many guys on the field.
Yeah. Well, and a handoff, and around the left end, there goes Durham. Down the left side, there's a flag down, and Cormani McClain, who can get to 23 miles an hour, tracks him down inside the 5. Tackle made at the 3. There's 3 flags down. 1 in each third of the field.
Illegal substitution. Defense, that penalty's declined. Results of the play is a first down. The clock will start on my signal.
It's an illegal substitution out of a Florida timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the player, I couldn't tell who was running off the field.
Aaron Childs, it looks like. They came out of the timeout with 12 on the field. And Childs tried to get out of there, and that penalty obviously declined. 51-yard run by Durham. And LSU with 1:31 to go is in the victory formation and pushing and shoving up front as Nussmeier took the snap and took a knee. That stops the clock's running.
That's kind of when you're going to take the knee, you don't bull rush guys and stuff. Just kind of game's over.
Billy Napier is going to drop to 20 and 21 overall as the head coach of the Gators. 10 and 15 in Southeastern Conference play. Another knee taken and very quick whistles by this officiating crew. 40 seconds remaining, and the clock continues to wind. And LSU is going to go to 3-0. Gators will be 1-2. And we'll face Miami at Hard Rock next Saturday night. The Gators had 366 total yards offense, LSU 318. Another knee taken, and both teams will come and meet at the middle of the field. 8 seconds remaining. And LSU avenges their loss in Gainesville last year by the final score of 20-10. We'll take a break, and we'll get you right back here inside our broadcast booth at Tiger Stadium after these messages on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, fellow Floridians, I'm Brenda Marie, pet parent to 7 precious pups and a huge fan of natural gas. Hush, hush, you guys. When it's bath time, we love our natural gas tankless water heater. We get endless hot water when we need it, use less energy, and save money, too. Oh, yes, we do.
Now, earn up to a $700 cashback rebate for installing a new energy-efficient natural gas water heater. To learn more, go to peoplesgas.com/rebates.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line